I hope you guys are excited for the guy who didn't like musicals. I have watched this. I have watched the guy who didn't like musicals before. But I figured, after finishing all of Nightmare Time, this would be a really good way to cap it off. I haven't watched this musical, you know, in a reaction, like live. So, this is your first time, I guess, where you guys are going to see me. I'm probably going to be pausing a lot, talking about theories, things that we've known, that we learned from Nightmare Time, bringing it over here and connecting it to all these characters and stuff. Gosh, the God Rays are, they're overwhelming me. Alright. Let us jump in to the guy who didn't like musicals. Give me a moment to have things set up over here so the stream doesn't crash. Very important. The guy who didn't like musicals. I'm already like, like getting hyped for it already. I love how excited you are. Yeah, it's just I really like this musical. It's the very first Star Kid like content that I ever consumed. Also, the screenplay reading that the Star Kid did of Scream, that was hilarious. That sounds great. Positivity is infectious. Thank you. I try to be a little happy on stream. Well, in general. I am a cup half full kind of guy. Okay. We have captions on, which I probably should have done before, now that I think about it. 360. Okay. Let's jump in to the guys who didn't like musicals. Ah, that thunder.
The greatest stories
ever told. I have to stop this immediately just for one thing. And this is going to come up multiple times, but I have to say it now because it's so exciting to me. The blue, we know for a fact, I think. Is it a fact? Or is it just like really heavily implied in the later stuff? That blue is Pokotho's color. Pokey. And even in the fight scene where, in Yellow Jacket, where Otho is fighting Hannah, we hear the music from this song. I don't trust people who don't like musicals. Laura, don't worry. This is called The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals for a reason.
Hero must be bold. They learn a sense of right and wrong, and better learn the sense through song.
Musicals
Tell the impossible. They invoke the philosophy. Yeah.
Tonight we're gonna chronicle a story so astronomical. The last remaining story to tell. The guy who did.
I guess it is the last remaining story to tell because they've already taken over the entire world, and this is the last thing that happened before that happened.
In the tiny town of Hatchetfield.
Hatchetfield's a town? I feel like everything we've learned... I mean, yes, obviously Hatchetfield's a town. But I feel like with everything that we've learned about Hatchetfield, it feels so much bigger, grander than it is. But it is just a tiny town, you know? Which is... it makes the fact that all this crazy stuff happens in there wild. Jamie's vocals in the musical are to die for. Oh my god. They're also talented. I love them.
Lived an awful prince named Paul.
He spends his day surfing the web and now singing and dancing with us all.
Should we kill him?
Should we kill him?
They're dabbing also right there. But man, I don't have anything else to say.
After a cute little barista. Isn't that worth a
So shopping fiesta, yeah.
But for some damn reason he won't join our singing season. What an ass! What a bitch! What a
Man, do they hate Paul. I wonder why Paul specifically gets so much focus in this musical. You know? Obviously he's the protagonist, but also why did it matter so much that they captured Paul? Because they seem to really hate Paul specifically in this one.
The guy who didn't like musical. He's the guy who
Didn't like musical. Did not like.
It's the end of the world.
Literally.
If you don't sing,
Don't sing. This is the bridge, Paul.
where we globalize everything.
Globalize, but also, it's. I mean, if Paul didn't like musicals, I guess it would be good to explain it to him what they're doing.
and the words will come to you. We swear we will teach you.
What it means to obey.
We skip forward. There we
Globalize
go.
everything.
And the
Words will come to you.
We swear we will
Crazy that we're not gonna
What
see
it means to
him anymore. For fairly good reasons that we're not gonna see him anymore. Because he was like genuinely my favorite, like in the in the musical. Tragic, but some people suck, I guess.
what it means to obey.
Hey, Paul.
The apotheosis is upon us.
The apotheosis is upon us. Man, originally I thought that was just a line about, like, you know, we're all becoming one mind. We're like kind of a god now as one big being. Nah, you're becoming one with Otho, with Pocotho. So, yeah, you are in a way becoming a god. They're are they in the UK? Also, Star Kid? If so, that's crazy. Definitely get tickets for the long. They're doing a show in London. Awesome. Yay!
Did you hear the
Is that the FNAF sound, or am I just, or do I only associate that sound with FNAF?
word?
Who's the word?
He's a coming.
Who's a coming?
Paul's a coming.
Paul's a coming?
The star of the show.
Hell, there is headlining entrance. Time to swoon at this leading man essence.
His name is in the title. He's destined to go viral. Here he is. His name is Paul. Enter now.
It's crazy how they describe Paul in like the least Paul way. I don't know. Leading man essence? I'm not sure if that's the word I would use for him. But then again, he's surprisingly charming. Melissa liked him. For all good that did him.
Where the fuck is he? I have no fucking clue. The guy just doesn't like musicals.
Did not like,
He's the guy who didn't like musicals.
didn't like. Whoa. What was it? The background, like lightning, spooked me. True, he won't like this because, well, not for the musical part though, but for everything else that's about to happen. Man, they're busting it down. Not like I like it.
What piece of shit?
God, they hit him. Paul's just trying to do his job, you know? He's just out here working.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
I was trying to print something. I think I might have sent it to your printer.
Yep.
Ah. It's always Paul's printer, huh?
Just remember, You want to print from the HP laser jet, not the HP inkjet.
Right.
Right.
Sorry, Paul.
Of course.
Hey, Paul. Can I
Man, people keep talking to Paul. He's just trying to work, man.
get those reports on my desk by the end of the day?
Yes, Mr. Davidson.
Great.
Hi, Paul.
Oh God, Miss Melissa. Trigger warning, Melissa. Yeah, good. Thank you. You're a little late, but thank you.
Were you gonna sign up for the company softball league?
No.
Oh. Well, it might be fun.
Yeah. I don't want to though.
Such a good insight into Paul. Look at, oh my God, that face. Do you think Melissa was inviting him to the softball game just to kind of try to get closer with him? Maybe.
Okay. Well, Mr. Davidson wants those reports on his desk by the end of the day.
Will do.
Oh, wow. Does Mr. Davidson order her to do that? And then occasionally he just forgets that he told her to do that, and then he's the one who gives, like, tells him? My goodness. How annoying that must be.
CCIP Technical, this is Charlotte. How can I help?
Oh, hi, Sam.
How are things down at the precinct? Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, okay, this is Charlotte. I don't know why I confused, like, her with Mr. Davidson's wife. I genuinely, I can't even, like, really understand how I made that confusion, like, mix-up.
Well, my day's been you. Uh-huh. Oh, how late? Oh, but sweetheart, it's cuddle night. Well, what do you mean, so what? The counselor says we should do it at least once a month. Yes, but honey, we skipped last month.
Oof. Man, Charlotte is the only one trying to like, keep this relationship going. A little bit cringe. What do you mean? They're married. She's trying to keep her marriage going. And Sam is not interested.
Well, don't you think I'm tired too? All right. Maybe tomorrow night then, huh? No, you're right. We should stick to the schedule. Next month it is.
Oof.
All right, well, you take care, Sam. And Sam, be careful because I love you.
Jamie, the one playing Charlotte, is practicing it for Broadway right now. Wow. I'm proud.
Sam? Sam. He's doing just fine.
Oh, man. I love how
Something's working out real swell.
immediately she goes to, like, smoking.
Oh, Charlotte? I'm sorry, you can't smoke in here.
And Paul is not willing to let that slide. He's a stickler for the rules.
Oh! I didn't even realize.
It's okay.
Going for a drink, too.
Well, I'm gonna go get some coffee for Beanies. Anyone want to come? Bill?
I can't. I gotta keep refreshing this webpage.
Why?
See, I got Alice for one more night before she goes home to Clivesdale. Her mother, just to make me look
Wait, Alice lives in Clivesdale? No wonder she hates her life. My goodness. Oh, God.
small, took her all the way to New York to see Hamilton.
Ugh.
Nice.
And she loved it. So, to prove to my ex-wife that two can play at that game, I'm on Hot Ticks right now. And the moment more become available, I'm getting 2 tickets for tonight. Because guess what, Paul?
Have him straight to hell.
We're here at the old Starlight Theater in downtown Hatchetfield.
Wow. I'm sorry, it's referencing the Starlight Theater. It's so crazy how much, like, from the very beginning, I assume all this didn't have all this lore built up. Maybe it did. I don't know. Like, but it's fun to see these little things that were just mentioned in passing become extrapolated into the Starlight Theater as one of multiple locations across town, which, although the Starlight Theater is where the meteor falls in, you know, the one where the blue goo that holds Bokotho spreads from. And it is one of those, like, places that the Cult of Starry Children made. So maybe it's not that much of a coincidence.
the touring production of Mamma Mia.
Woo!
Wow.
Good for you,
Like
man.
that just as much as Hamilton.
It's a
Not sure.
musical. Hey, you want to tag along? Alice would get a kick out of it. Remember when you used to babysit her, drive her to school?
Yeah?
She thinks you're cool. Maybe you could talk me up a bit. Let her know her old dad's pretty cool, too.
Does she think Paul is cool? You know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Paul does have, like, some charisma. But also, does she still think Paul's cool? Like, he was her babysitter. Hamilton's really good. I know. I really loved it for a long time. Have not even heard a song from Mamma Mia.
Bill. No.
Sorry. You got other plans?
No.
So you'd rather do nothing than come with us to see Mamma Mia?
Bill, I'd rather do anything than go see Mamma Mia. The idea of sitting there, trapped in a musical.
A fate which he's gonna experience very closely soon. You haven't heard a song from Mamma Mia? Nope, not one. But also, man, Paul's very blunt. He's very honest. He's like, which is funny here, but it's interesting how we actually managed to see that come into play in other Nightmare Time stuff. Whenever we see Paul, he's kind of awkward, or other musicals specifically. He's very awkward because of how blunt he is, and like, it's just interesting every time we see him.
That is my own personal hell.
A hell you're gonna experience soon. I said that already.
I'm trying to reconnect with my teenage kid, and you're just gonna leave me hanging?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. But hey,
I mean, it's really your job, Bill, to connect with Alice.
I'll grab you something from Beanie's. My treat. What do you want?
I just want my daughter back.
How about an iced caramel frap? Nothing better.
Sure.
Hey, you going to Beanie's?
Yeah.
You didn't invite me?
Oh gosh, Ted. Ted came in. Caramel fraps. I think that's what Bill always gets. At least in Hey Melissa, that's what he got both times.
Sorry, Ted. Do you want to come?
No. I don't want to show you up, yeah?
What do you mean?
Paul, come on. I know why you walked that extra block instead of just going to Starbucks across the...
Oh man, Ted, what a guy. I feel bad for you, but
I don't want to give my money to some
I don't know.
corporate chain.
literally most people don't care about that at all, despite the fact that they should, spend money at local businesses. Short-haired Joey here. True. Also true.
You sure it doesn't have anything to do with that cute little barista over there? Huh? That's not the reason. The latte hate. She's known throughout the land, right? No, it's like...
I'll be honest, Ted. I don't think anyone besides you calls her the latte hate.
My wife, right? It's like Borat, dude. Hey, give me a chai iced.
Paul is so uncomfortable. The moment Ted comes out, he's just like, yeah, no, whatever you say, man. Ted lives his own little world. Clearly.
DA, hey,
Yay!
Hi,
Here we
can I
are.
help you?
Yeah. Can I get a grande caramel frap and a venti cup with 10 pumps of hazelnut, 3 shots of espresso, no caramel drizzle with whip on top?
Sure, that'll be $5.50.
Jesus, fine.
What? Why do you? I never understood that reaction. Jesus, fine. It's like she's just like, okay, here's the price. Also, yeah, this is Barry. He has his trench coat. He's in a hurry, guys.
Hey,
Yeah.
I just tipped you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Aren't you supposed to sing? The sign says tip for a song.
Yeah, that's like a new thing. The owner went to Cold Stone Creamery over the weekend and brought back the whole singing thing. But, there's a line, and people are working. I don't want to disturb anyone.
I don't care. I just tipped you. Come on.
Oh my gosh. You know what? This was before he was in a hurry.
Okay, well, did you do that to be nice, or did you do it to be an asshole?
Fine. I'll take it back then.
Oh, no! What am I going to do without that dollar? I have to split with 5 other people.
You know what? I'm never coming back here again. That sign's bullshit.
Oh my god, so mean.
Emma, you know what? I understand what Emma's feeling, but she's not very good at her job. Like, it shouldn't be this way, but part of being a service worker is just being like, whatever you say, sir. At least, you know, not being like openly hostile to them, even if they really deserve it.
Emma, what's the deal over here?
That guy just flipped out on me for practically no reason.
She wouldn't sing for him.
Peter. Emma, I see why Emma. I remember why Emma hates you.
And I still haven't gotten my hot chocolate.
Oh, sorry, I'll get right on that.
I have very low blood sugar.
Pete.
So sorry, sir. We'll get you a voucher. Jesus, Emma, come on. I already warned you twice.
It's embarrassing, Nora. I mean, God, maybe Zoe's okay with...
Also, I guess we don't see Zoe on the first day. Okay.
the whole singing thing because she majored in theater.
Hey,
I
Zoe.
think it's a really fun idea, Nora.
Why aren't you working?
Oh, I'm on vocal rest?
What?
I'm on vocal rest?
Emma did that on purpose.
God damn it, Emma. Now I need to make a tea with honey, okay? Oh my god.
Look, can't Zoe just do the singing? I don't like it.
Huh. Okay. So then you must not like having a job here then. You know what? Just don't even bother showing up for your next shift.
What? Are you serious? Wait. I will do the singing.
Yeah, you will. Now move your ass. You got a line.
Man, I forgot how rough Emma's job was. They do not like her there. We don't really get much view into her working life, like in the other musicals and in Nightmare Time. We just know that she works there, and occasionally we see the place. She hates her job. And, which, fair enough, it sucks.
Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, I got an easy one for you. Just a cup of black coffee.
Jesus, really? I've been brewing up your
No. I'm sorry. No, I don't need you to sing. I just tipped because you know.
Yeah, Paul does not like singing.
People should tip.
Well, thank you. I mean, because if I have to sing for it, it's not really a tip.
Yeah. Also, if you have that... this is going to go into tipping culture real quick. The fact that a lot of times there's like, you know, you pay, at least in the US, I don't know in other countries. It was like, you pay your stuff and it's like, would you like to tip, sir? And you have to respond yes or no, which doesn't sound like a big thing. But man, it turns it from a choice to a tip. I'm asking you to tip. You have to actively say no to that. It's rough. But tipping shouldn't be an expectation, even though it is. It really shouldn't be. And like here, if you have to sing for it or whatever, it's not a tip again.
It's just like I have another shitty paying job on top of my already shitty paying job. Because, I mean, most of my tips are less than $1. So after the split, I'm making like not even 25 cents a song. That is less than a fucking jukebox. Only
That is actually crazy.
a jukebox doesn't also have to make coffee for these assholes. Or, not that you're an asshole. Well, maybe you are. What'd you tip? $5.
Oh.
You meant this just for me, right? Like I don't have to split this with anyone.
I'm happy there's no tipping culture in my country. It would break my heart saying no to someone asking for a tip. Yeah, it's like really uncomfortable. I feel bad if I don't tip well, but sometimes things are just tight. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the issue. Sometimes you just can't tip, but you're expected to in the US, and it's like, it's just uncomfortable.
Oh no, that's for you. I don't give a shit about them.
Very blunt, Paul. Also, is this his way of flirting?
Very sweet.
I think so.
God, I'm just so sick of Nora and Zoe, who is technically my manager, even though she is 10 years younger than me. Ugh.
Oh.
She hired all of her little theater friends, and they will not shut the fuck up. about some-
You know what? That actually does sound really terrible. Because, like, theater kids are great in their own circle. I imagine they would be a disturbance outside of that very quickly. No offense to any theater kids.
Some shitty production of Godspell
I wanted to be
they did
one.
last summer.
Oh, that was the one at the rec center, right? I think I had to see that.
Ugh.
I did not like it.
Yeah. It sucked, right?
Yeah, they shouldn't call it Godspell, more like God awful.
Yeah. Or like, goddamn, that was bad.
Yeah.
You know what? Paul and Emma really are meant for each other. It's funny how they like. I didn't even think about this the first time I watched, but they really bond over the fact that they just don't really like bad musicals or musicals. And Paul in general is musicals, like period. She's probably like bad shows, but she can enjoy them because they're bad. Just gotta mock them.
I don't like musicals. Watching people sing and dance makes me very uncomfortable.
Why?
Well, then why did you come to the singing coffee shop? You know, there's a Starbucks across the street.
Oh, well, you know, some things are worth it. Like, damn good coffee.
Not true. We know for a fact that that Beanie's coffee sucks.
I see you in here all the time, don't I? What's your name?
Paul.
Hi, Paul. I'm Emma.
Excuse me. I have been waiting a very long while.
Sorry.
Gosh, Pete. But it's so fun that we get to see the scene. We get it from so many different angles. We get it from their perspective. We get it from Peter's perspective. And Nerdy Prudes Must Die. I feel like we've seen it another time as well.
Okay, bye, Emma.
Poor Peter. His blood sugar is just so low.
Oh, shoot, I forgot Bill's caramel frap. Ah, fuck Bill.
Come on. Bill Strike is
Hi,
best.
Can I talk to you about saving the planet? No. Do you have a few minutes? to
He's
talk
in a
about
hurry.
saving the planet? Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Yeah, it's the homeless man. He can't help. Ted. Oh, Ted.
Are you interested in saving the planet?
Yes I am, but I just got off work.
Well, you know, it'll just take a few minutes. It's for the planet. So
Yeah,
I just
but
want to tell you about how you can contribute to Greenpeace's efforts all around the globe.
Oh! Greenpeace?
Yeah.
Paul's so uninterested in everything around him.
You know what? I'm actually already signed up with you guys. I already give.
Oh, well, that's really generous of you. Do you know about our new campaign to save the sea turtles?
Yeah, I've been getting the emails, been reading all about it.
Really? The campaign that doesn't exist, the one that I just made up?
Oof, got her. Got him. Well, he tried. He tried. But again, this is one of those things where they, like, guilt you into feeling like you have to do something. So Paul should have just said no, or just shouldn't have said of anything and just walked by. Unfortunately, she happened to be perfectly in his way.
You don't give to Greenpeace, do you?
You know that money you're raising? You know how much of it actually goes to the turtles?
Well, none of it. I just made that up.
That's right, none. It goes to lot.
To be fair, this is also very true. A lot of charities don't donate their money. Well, I think, like, some charities can have, like, upwards to 80 or 90% of the money that they raise going to, like, themselves for operating costs. Which is, like, how much of those are really operating costs? I feel like even 50% would be pushing it. Although, he's just saying that because, you know, he doesn't like getting called out, I guess.
Line the pockets of some corporate bigwigs. I give my money directly to the people who need it.
Oh, spare change for the homeless?
Sorry, I don't have anything.
And immediately we learn that Paul's a liar.
Wow, you're a real human.
Don't worry. Ted was so excited. He was like, spare change for the homeless? You're really going to give it out?
Humanitarian.
And you come on a little strong with that whole save the planet bit, as if I'm gonna do that single-handedly.
Well, you know what?
Oh.
What is
And now we're going from normal life to the actual exciting parts.
that?
Oh, heavens to Betsy. There's some kind of terrible storm out there. Hope Sam's all right.
The storm. This is what I was confusing. Oh my gosh. This is the confusion that I had. Charlotte was cheating on her own husband with Ted. I do not know how in my brain, I'm sorry, I brought this up like 3 times now. I don't know how Mr. Davidson got pulled into this, like, confusing cheating situation. But she is cheating on her husband with Ted. Because of course it's with Ted. Ted wants any action he can get.
Come back to bed, all right?
All right, Ted, but this has to be.
Yeah, I know. Jeff plays both Charlotte's husband and Mr. Davidson. That kind of makes sense, like, how that confusion happened. But even then, that's, like, so strange. This has to be the last time. This is not going to be the last time.
Sure, Charlotte, just like last time was the last time. If you don't like what we're doing here, there's the door.
Oh, God. Cherry on top of an already perfect day. Zoe, you need a ride? In your shitty car? Yeah, I'd rather not crash and die. It's fine, thank you.
Okay, fine, Zoe.
Excuse me, ma'am, but I got a warrant to inspect the junk in your trunk.
Sam, you're such an asshole, okay?
I forgot that we learned that Zoe and and Sam were, like, together. Like, in the musical itself. I thought that was kind of just a thing brought up in Nightmare Time. We learned so much about these people, and all these relationships seem so innocuous until Nightmare Time, where they expand on literally every single one of them. It's so cool.
That uniform is so fucking sexy. Hey, I have a little present for you. These 2 tickets to Mamma Mia.
No way, you got him? I never miss a musical at the Starlight, and if
Right.
anyone thinks that makes me less of a man, they can talk to my fucking gun.
I mean, most sane police officer. No offense.
Holy hell, it's raining cats and dogs. Are you sure you don't want me to pick you up? Okay. Yes, I got a ticket for Deb, and after the show, we're gonna go to your favorite restaurant. Red Lobster. Yeah, I know Deb's a vegetarian, they got fish.
That he does not understand vegetarians. My goodness. Oh gosh. Bill is trying so hard. Not Ted. Ted is trying hard, but for different reasons and in very different situations. Do you have a favorite guy doing, like, musical song? Ooh, probably, but I don't know which one. His heart's in the right place, but his brain is hollow. I'll have to think about which song is my actual favorite as we go along and hear them.
Vegan? It's Crab Fest. Alice, you're killing me.
Come on, Phil.
All right, Dad, well, we'll meet you at the theater, okay?
Alice.
Hit Alice?
I don't think I oughta. Look, she doesn't have to if she doesn't want to, okay?
Oh, come on, Deb, that's not how it works. You're either in the smoke club or you're out.
Okay, well then maybe we're out.
Yeah, geez, guys, don't force her.
Come on, Alice, those guys are assholes anyway.
Okay, so, and is this the only time we ever see Lauren doing the official smoke club dance? Yeah. Is this the only time we see Deb? Do we see Deb at any other points? Well, besides in, you know, I'm not your seed. There it is. So, in this timeline, do you think the storm that happens that brought down the meteor... This is pretty clearly Lord in Black action, right? Or maybe it was just chance. A storm happened to get real strong and... A meteor in the upper atmosphere, well, we don't know where the meteor is, but, like, in space, wouldn't really be affected by a storm. Maybe the storm happened because of the meteor. And, it's the excitement of Picotho being like, I'm coming in. I think this is the only time we actually see Deb. Huh. Interesting. It's interesting because she always, is Deb a she or a they? Because they, I'll just say they. They always get mentioned, like, so often.
Good God! Alexa! It's happening! Come on, you bastard! You don't think I'm ready for you? I've been waiting in the wings! The stage is set! It's showtime!
You bastard. Does the professor somehow know Picotho is here? I mean, he never seemed really aware of it in, like, the other stuff because We don't really get much sign that he's aware of, like, the Lords in Black in general. Maybe you don't see her often because she's from Clivesdale. Oh my gosh, Clivesdale. Deb seems like a pretty cool person, but Clivesdale. He predicted this exact scenario 30 years ago? Oh. Good for the professor. F. Clivesdale. I will admit, the fact that Deb's from Clivesdale does lower my opinion of her a little bit. Did I say that? I'm blanking out. I'm going crazy. F him straight to hell.
This is the morning Hatchetfield news.
Dan and Donna, my favorite.
They said he wouldn't make it, that he had fallen from too great a height. But this little guy beat the odds and captured our hearts. Now weighing in at almost 10 ounces, Peanuts. The Hatchetfield pocket squirrel has outgrown his adopted father's pocket.
Oh gosh, the squirrel. Oh my god, when we watched this in Nightmare Time, I literally had forgot about Peanuts as a, like, in the musical. I thought he was just a thing created for Nightmare Time in that one ending. Whoa. I guess in this timeline, Peanuts never, you know, managed to overthrow humanity because we all got possessed by Pagotho.
Peanuts!
Luckily, proud Papa Ed has been squirreling away on his GoFundMe page to build Peanuts his very own, get this, Dan, squirrel house.
Whoa.
That's amazing.
And something else has fallen to the ground.
Even Paul is, like, interested in Peanuts. This is great.
Here in Hatchetfield, this time from outer space, the meteor came...
Gosh dang it, Paul. I wish you had let that play just a little longer so that I could get more information about the meteor. But also, man, Pagotho works fast.
Sorry.
It's like, why are people dancing? Peter! Look at him go.
Seems like a lot. Hey, did you see? Oh, you again. Look, I'm not a bad guy, okay? I've given to charity in the past.
Whoa. His face, he's like... It's so fun how quickly we switch from everything is fairly normal to, oh, you're in a musical now. Who doesn't like musicals? Well, Paul, for now. Yeah, it's him. No time or reason but to see a duet. A style or two, or I'll make you a bet.
Just a smile will do.
Sometimes I just wanna shout at the world is paved in gold.
Yesterday was retroactive. Got myself a new perspective. I was running up and down the road.
This.
So I throw my worries and
my
my
skin away.
Doing what I
Want to on this la-di-da-da day. Well, I love this song, actually. This one might be one of my top, if it's not my, like, the favorite song I have, it's definitely, like, top 3. This is my go-to shower song. For a long time, this was my go-to shower song as well. La-di-da. Look, Peter's, like, breaking it down in the back. La-di-da-da-day, la-di-da-da, la-di-da-da. Also, funny that Zoe, who already liked musicals, was, like, one of the people who instantly got caught by it. Which is... It's just very interesting, and I don't know what's the if there is any significance to that, but there could be. I don't know. La di da da day.
What the fuck was that?
Spare change for the homeless?
Sorry, man, I don't have anything.
Hey, man, that's all right.
Ted, already infected.
Because I may not have a home.
But it's way okay. We'll roam the streets all day.
The world is my
House. The dogs are my food. Gosh, that statement after watching Hey Melissa. Cannibalism. Either because the dogs are human, or because he is a dog. Either way. Not that this... Well, this Ted would know. His mind is broken by all the knowledge. I like to imagine Ted saw a million different timelines. And he was totally fine despite getting an overload of information until he saw the Hey Melissa timeline. That single one broke him. Flashback to wanna kill them all. High on basalt zombie drugs, stacking on a dead man's face.
What?
This feels like yesterday. Draw the pain away. I haven't heard the song in a while, actually. It's heard a lot.
But now I got new feet, and this jam just way too hard.
Got new feet. Does he literally have new feet, or is his body just ignoring the pain with Pokey in control? Da da la dee da da la dee da da day, la dee da da day.
Okay, thank you. Hey, thank you. God bless you, man. All right.
A thing that I was also wanted to talk about, especially now that we're getting into all their stuff, it's so odd. Now we know for a fact that when these guys get possessed by the goop, there's none of them. Well, there's essentially nothing remaining. It's really just Pokotho talking, right? Pokotho is the one who has harmonized them all, taken their minds into himself. But he still plays the part and has them act like themselves, just like in unison, and it all in a musical under his harmony, his voice. Which is so interesting. I don't know why he does that. Why he bothers. Maybe he just likes the show to pretend. I don't know.
What's happening? I'm very confused and concerned by
All of this,
Yeah, Paul, very normal reaction. Oh, I'm sorry. Of course you wanna save the planet. You wanna save the planet.
There's just one way you can do it.
Singing a song. By singing along. La di da 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 da. La di da da, la di da da. Now that we know that it's a Lord in Black kind of thing. Oh no, they got you? They got me. I was infected months ago, man. It is interesting to say, by singing along, do you think in this world, if you just started singing along, you would get infected? I don't think we see any proof of that. But I don't know. It also feels like, well, the professor looks like it's the professor though. He's a weirdo. I don't know. It's like curious. Maybe singing along would affect you a bit. Although technically all of us are infected. I'll say this fact again. I don't know if it's true. It might not be. I might have gotten this fact from the complete ether. But apparently, only the infected can hear the instruments. So the fact that we can hear them means they already got us. Or at the very least, it means that we're seeing this whole musical from their perspective. Oh gosh, they scared him. Paul's so confused. He's like, leave me alone, please. Is this Max Jaegerman? Probably not. But imagine, though.
Lights down! Oh my god.
Paul's like, what are they even talking about? They were not on a stage. I guess right now they're still like trying to kind of pretend, at least a little bit, that they're just a bunch of people acting and being weird and not, you know, possessed. He's just like, all right. I am
okay.
Fine, I guess.
Okay. Okay.
That's all you can say when going. I mean, really, if you go through such an experience, what else can you say? But okay, but all right, it was weird. It happened. Moving on, I guess. See you, Laura.
Okay.
One last okay.
Now, I get that Alice is 18. She's a senior, she's got her own life, but I only get my daughter for 1 week a month, and she wants to spend that whole time with her girlfriend, Deb. So I say, bring Deb along. We'll all go see the show. And would you believe it? We get there, and the whole theater was exploded by a goddamn meteor.
That is crazy to think about. You get one week. You go to the theater. On the one hand, at the very least, you can be able to say, "Wow, that was pretty cool." The whole place fell to a meteor.
Mamma mia!
Mamma mia, indeed. Oh gosh. Oh, poor Bill.
Huge hole right through the marquee and everything. Can you believe that, Charlotte? Charlotte, you got enough coffee and the sugar?
Huh?
What?
Oh, I didn't even realize. Sorry. I'll make it.
Charlotte is so... She's like shaking, always.
Another pot. Coffee and the sugar.
Why?
Bill, you're a riot. Coffee and the sugar.
Okay. Paul is still saying okay. He's so shocked. Man, I feel like I've forgotten so much of this musical.
Hey guys, is today some kind of, I don't know, Canadian holiday or something, like, International Music Day, or...
Not that I know of.
I mean, we heard that, you know, singing and people singing and dancing makes them uncomfortable. Clearly, it makes them uncomfortable.
Because I just saw some people, dancing and singing like they were in a musical. There was this homeless guy and this very rude woman from Greenpeace doing this whole choreographed number.
Like a flash mob?
Yeah. I mean, what else could it have been, right?
Well, did you get a video of it?
No.
I mean, he was a little... why would he? He was kind of in the middle of everything, and it all happened so fast. Although, I'm sure some people recorded it. Then again, it's Hatchetfield. It's a small place.
Fucking useless, Paul.
Why would he?
Yeah. I just have a bad feeling about all this. Charlotte?
Huh?
Have you noticed anything strange?
What? No. Oh, it's silly. It's just,
What did you see?
it's Sam.
What?
My husband.
Ah.
He said he was coming home late last night.
He didn't get home at all.
Ted! Man, at least have people not... At least pretend that you're not paying her.
But I heard I wasn't there.
Ted! Come on.
Well, he must have rolled in around 6 this morning. He was in the shower when I woke up. I could hear him. He was singing. And, well, I know this is a strange thing to realize because, well, Sam's not a bad singer. He's just always been a little flat. But not this morning.
Although, it is a good question. Why singing? Is it because he wants all the voices to be in harmony? To be, united? Why does Pokey choose to have his controlled people sing? I don't know. It is a question I've always had. But then again, why did Wiggly use toys? Well, we know why Wiggly used toys, because greed. The greed and the want for this thing helps him somehow. The emotions. Excuse me. Is Wiggly greed? Well, Nibbly is hunger. Or gluttony, I guess. What would Pokey be? I don't think they match on directly to all 7 sins. Are there even 7 Lords in Black? I don't think so. There's like 5 or 6. I don't know. I'm like just thinking, I guess.
Today, he sounded like an angel. And I don't know why, but it frightened me.
Yeah. It is weird, right? Like a person that you know that, and you know how they sing normally, and then they sing perfectly.
It didn't sound like my Sam. Oh, I must sound silly. I'm probably just imagining things.
Yeah, probably.
Charlotte? Do you remember what Sam was singing?
It was just a silly little song. Something like la dee.
Da day.
See, Paul is like the only immediately. Paul must seem crazy because like, why is this an issue? Like, yeah, it's weird, but it's not like a, you know, a world-ending like scenario, like situation. Like, why was Paul too upset about this? But because because he hates musicals so much, he immediately catches on to, okay, something is really, really weird. Oh man.
Paul, Mr. Davidson wants to see you in his office.
Oh shoot! I forgot to hand in my weekly reports yesterday. I'm gonna get it.
Oh gosh, Ted and just loving his suffering.
Hey, Mr. Davidson.
Meteor hits.
I think I know why you called me in here today.
Have people like read what's like the thing says? I just want all the Hatchetfield lore we can get. I want to eat it. I want to devour it. I'm gonna be like Nibbly. I hunger. And like Blinky, I want to see it all.
My weekly reports were not turned in yesterday. Not because they're not done. They are done. There's a problem with the printer network, you see. You try to print something over here, it gets sent over there. I bet my report is sitting in someone else's printer tray right now. You give me to the end of the day, I can find it. Not do it. I wouldn't just not do my statistical analysis.
Paul's so nervous. Which, I mean, he's so lazy. I bet he didn't do it. Because we know he's hardly working.
Really gum things up here in the office, and that's the last thing I want.
Oh gosh.
What do you want, Paul?
And now we come to an interesting thing that I never quite understood. I got a video recommended to me that I haven't watched, that I was thinking of watching at some point. I always forget about this song. It's such a banger. I can't forget about it. But want. What does Paul want? Why does it matter? You know? Because it's like such a big thing in this musical. And I'll be honest, even by the end, I'm not sure what Paul wants. And I don't know exactly why it matters. Which I think it does. Paul wants to be a cat. That gave me psychic damage. My goodness. We're moving on.
Excuse me?
Tell me what you desire to see, your deepest intent, Paul. What do you see for this company?
I'm looking for someone with strong ambition, someone to sell their specific vision, someone to share with precise precision their thoughts. I want you to want. To want.
So what do you want, Paul? What's that one concrete goal that motivates all your action?
I don't think I have one of those.
Well, then how's anyone supposed to sympathize with you, Paul?
Why? All this makes me so curious. Why? Why does he care so much? Why does it matter so much?
I don't know. I want money. I want you to want Paul.
I saw a theory that it's harder for him to be infected because it doesn't really want anything, and that's why they want him to want something. Then when he admits that he wants to be with Emma, oh my god, of course that's what he wants. He gets infected. I guess we do know that want really matters. Whoa, it does really matter. In the Honey Queen, Glinda, she wants it more to be the Honey Queen, and that's why she is the Honey Queen. That's why she gets the position, because she wants it more. She hungers for it. And in Black Friday, people want these Wiggly toys, and because they want it so much, he gets into their head. He infects them. Well, not infects them, but he gets into their head, makes them go crazy, because they want it more. They're greedy for it. Oh my gosh, want. The song's also just a general parody for typical I want songs from the main character. Yeah, because the main character doesn't really want anything. But man, oh my gosh, the fact that saying want literally just brought everything together in my brain. Paul doesn't want anything, so he's harder to infect. So they have to force it down, like they have to force him to be infected if they want to infect him. Like, passively, I guess.
A man so vague just
Can't be trusted.
Something
you pine for.
Mr. Davidson?
Maybe
One who keeps you lusting.
I'm just a boss.
Someone with like 8 curves. My goodness.
Not an idea guy. I hire you,
Paul, to keep our stocks high.
But
If you can pin that point that's in the sky.
I want you to want.
Sorry. Oh gosh. Jeff's expressions are so good. He's so.
Do you know what I want?
Oh gosh. Here we come.
Okay, I've
Waited for so long to tell somebody else. Carol, my wife, you're my muse, my source of life. Carol, my wife, I want you to choke me out at night.
I want you to choke me. This seems like a private moment. I want you to choke me. Like,
It's crazy that at work, Mr. Davidson will occasionally just be like, all right, I'm going to call my wife. I have something I have to tell her. And then he's like, no, I can't. And that important thing that he has to tell her is... and that important thing he has to tell her is that I want you to choke me out at night. He'd get on with Melissa. Don't, stop, please. I can't take
like, who is this for?
I want you to choke me while I jerk off.
It's for the audience, Paul. They're watching the show with their 1,000 eyes. They're watching the show.
I want you to choke me.
It's beautiful. If you ignore the words.
Melissa, get my wife on the phone for me.
Mr. Davidson, I think I should leave.
No,
No, Paul, I want you to hear this. If you leave, you're fine.
gosh, Paul is in hell. This is his work. They're singing, they're dancing, they're saying very uncomfortable things. Literally his hell.
Carol! Yes, everything's fine, I promise. I just, wanted to tell you something. I forgot what it was.
He does look so he looks genuinely sad in this, which is so good. He's like... Poor Mr. Davidson.
Goodbye.
Oh. Now you know what I want. Oh gosh. Dooms a man with passion to drive the primary plot.
So take up yoga or
Improv classes.
volunteer at shelters or Twitch to the masses.
I heard Twitch to the Masses multiple times. Like every time I've heard the song, until seeing it in the down here, I did not realize that it was actually saying Twitch, like live stream, like the platform. There you go. We're in 2020. My goodness.
There's gotta be something that'll keep my hands off you.
Wait, is this correct? There's got to be something that'll keep my hands on you. I always thought he was saying that'll keep my hands off you.
Or Twitch to the masses. There's gotta be something that'll keep my hands off you.
I swear he's saying off, but down here it's saying on. And these stuff don't seem to be like, they're not automatically generated. I swear he's saying off. And the subtitles are clearly not like automatically generated either. So, huh? Am I hearing it wrong, or is that intentional? Well, it is intentional. Or is the disconnection intentional? That's so interesting. But also, if you want something, I wonder what the cast recording says. Yeah, I'm like very curious. This is the official by Team Star Kid, like the channel. So this is their like official subtitling. The cast recording says off. That's so interesting. I don't know. This feels very intentional, then. I feel like intentionally they added this like little thing in here for anyone who noticed. Either they got it wrong or they like very purposely did that. Because we do know that if you want something, it'll make it easier for Poco to get. I don't know. Maybe it's just a mistake, and I'm looking way too into it. It doesn't feel like one to me. I don't know.
Mr. Davidson, I'm gonna get some coffee. You want anything?
And I need you to want.
Have a nice caramel frap. Nothing better.
And if you don't want, we're through.
We're through.
Paul?
Yeah, we can't. I can't take you if you don't want something.
Paul?
Oh, there are some mistakes in the caption, but that one might be on purpose. It's hard to tell then, I guess.
Okay.
Ooh, he's saying okay a lot.
All right. This isn't happening. Get a grip, Paul. You're hallucinating. Better yet, you're still dreaming.
Are you sure you're hallucinating? I mean, Charlotte seems to be having the exact same situation, Paul.
You need to wake up.
Man's
You need
stressed.
some coffee. That's it. Just a nice cup of black coffee. Nothing in it. No cream. No sugar. Just black coffee.
Oh, I love this scene.
Hello. Hello. Please, God, I just want a black coffee.
Gosh, the singing is really getting to him. He hates musicals, man. He wants nothing to do with them.
Black coffee, I'm your coffee guy.
No!
Jesus.
Not you too, Emma. Please, God, stop singing.
Okay, I'll stop.
This is my favorite scene because he's so genuinely distressed. He's like, stop singing, please. I don't want it. Think of the implications, guys.
Oh, I didn't forget. You're the guy who doesn't like musicals, Paul, right?
Emma, you're talking to me like a normal person.
Yeah, and if my boss catches me, I'll get canned. New company policy.
All these random employees.
Not only do we have to sing when people tip, but when they enter, when they order, all the time, apparently.
Why, though? Does people enjoying the music also help? They harmonize with it? Can he spread through sound, potentially? Maybe. I don't know. I never would have guessed that originally, but we do know that, again, well, not again, I don't think I should mention the name. Well, actually, no, I did. Again, in Yellow Jacket, when he, like, grabs their face, their voices harmonize. So maybe that like you can kind of spread the infection through that a little bit. I don't know. I'm just like thinking. If it's through enjoyment, they'd have me straight away. Not through enjoyment, I don't think. I like singing along, trying to harmonize with them. Maybe that infects you. But if it is enjoyment, yeah, they'd have me instantly as well.
Emma, I think there's something terribly wrong with the world today.
Yeah, fucking tell me about it. Spent the entire morning learning some dumbass new tip song. I'm exhausted.
Emma.
He pulled her out from the stage, away from everybody else. They're all very concerned as well.
I feel like there's something sinister infecting Hatchetfield. And I know this is gonna sound crazy.
Yeah.
And not very scary, but it is scary if you think about the implications.
This is such a good line. I love this. Because really, it isn't a scary idea. It's like, oh, everyone's getting infected to sing in like a musical. It's like, okay. But if you just stop for even a single moment and think about, wait a second, people are being forced to sing in like a musical? What do you mean by that? The implications are immediately clear. But only if you think about it.
Promise me you'll think about the implications.
Okay.
Sounds fun to you.
I promise.
Not if you're forced. Well, maybe. What? No.
Emma, I think the world is becoming a musical. Don't say anything. Let it sink in.
Okay.
Okay. Now, are you frightened?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I am starting to get a little frightened.
Paul, you went from a normal guy to a terrifying guy in a single day for Emma.
Emma! Tim! Oh, thank God. Sorry, Paul. I gotta do this dumbass tip song. Oh, sorry.
Let that sink in. Of roasted coffee, your morning cup of Joey. You Jack. This is another good song. Actually, I think this is the first, the guy who didn't like me. No, I think this is the first Team Star Kid song I ever heard. The guy, the cup of roasted coffee. Like, I found it like through an animatic, and this was the very, very first song I've ever heard of theirs. And it led me down the incredible trail of learning about Team Star Kid, learning what they are. Oh man, that's nostalgic.
Drip, drip, drip,
Drip and drink it right out. Hey, Mr. Business, how do you do? It's funny to watch them dance because you can. Emma is like clearly uninterested in all of this. It's underappreciated. It's such a good song. Again, top 3. This is probably my 3rd favorite. Where La Di Da Day is either 2nd or 1st. Oh, as I was saying, Emma's so uninterested, while these other two, who are infected, are so into it.
Decaf. What? Decaf. What?
Did it. And we'll bring it right up. Oi, oi, oi. Gosh, there's like so much that they're forced to do. Did it. her expression is so blank. I love it. Also, the fact that they all drank at the same time. Are they already, like... Well, actually... That's kind of weird now that you think about it. Because, assumedly, they weren't infected before they drank this. Does this, like, lead more to the idea that they can be influenced if they, like, enjoy the music, kind of, like, vibe with it? If they have wants that can be exploited and that kind of thing? I don't know. That would explain why they all drank at the same time, because they kind of got pulled a little bit into it, and now they get actually infected. Lauren, the actor of Emma, said that she has so much fun doing this and pretending that I have fun. That's fun. I think this is another one of those... How? What, Jenny? Jenny's sis? And we'll bring it. And we'll bring it. Right. And we'll bring it right up. And then they're going.
Wait. Hey! What is this? There's more? Nora. Hey! Hey! You know what? Alright.
What are they even doing? They just keep going. Oh, that face.
How? What is that? A whole other A section? God, when did you learn that? You know what? When I got this job, I signed up to serve coffee and cold, shitty pastries.
Yeah, having your job description get changed after you took the job would be so frustrating. It's like, I signed up to do this one thing, and yeah, I'll do a little other stuff related to it, but this is a whole different job now.
If I wanted to be in a musical, I'd be in a damn musical. Yeah, that's right, Zoe. I was in Brigadoon in high school and I fucking killed it. But now,
oh gosh,
trying to make ends meet while
they're just standing there smiling, unaffected. Not their pose not changing. There was another that was another theory where at the start people are infected by joining in, but when people start to catch on and realize what's happening, the hive mind has to resort to violence to get people to join them. Oh. Okay, so this was already kind of a theory. I think that makes sense, especially since we know it's Bokotho and how he works with like harmony and like the way he infected as Otho, like through his voice. Okay, I could see that theory being true.
Work my way through community college.
And yeah, obviously, once people realize, oh gosh, people are actually getting infected, probably from this moment where they did like this thing of infecting a ton of people at once. After this point, people realize, oh gosh, this is a thing, actually, we have to do something. And now they're going more violently.
I can do that just as easily. Down the street at Starbucks. I quit.
You can't quit, Emma.
Yeah, I sure as hell can.
Uh-oh.
The song is so simple. We'll teach it to you. Why, everyone here will be singing it soon.
Indeed they will.
What are you talking about?
They've all had their coffee. Their apotheosis will be upon them at any moment.
Yay!
What did you do to their coffee?
Become one with Otho. Become the best Bokotho. Become the best musical in the world. Well, it'll be a musical the size of the world.
Fucking gross!
Get your cup
Of poison coffee, your toxic cup of Joey,
We'll make a
your
twisted
twisted
cup
cup
of
of
Java mocha latte with a goop for you, Jack.
Jack. Hey, Mr. Business, how do you do?
Singing! Why are they all singing?
We need to run, Emma.
Go!
We'll make a double for you.
Hey, Mr. Business, I'm bring it right up. Would I get infected? Oh, absolutely. If the theory about people getting infected when they join in the singing, instantly, day 1, minute 1, I'm out of here. they would have me.
Emma, through here. Through here, Emma.
What?
Through
No,
here, yeah.
it's too narrow.
No, trust me.
Oh gosh,
It's an alleyway near where I used to
they're going through the audience. I love that. I forgot they did that.
live. Nobody will follow us here.
Whose decision was it to line an alleyway with tons of shrubs?
No. I heard it was like, at one point they were going to make it into a park. And,
What?
yeah, they were going to make it into a park and they just stopped.
There are a lot of dead.
It's so funny. So Hatchetfield canonically has an alleyway that is super difficult to get through, full of shrubs, that Paul used to live around. Incredible.
ends around here. I just want to make sure you know where you're going.
No,
or
yeah, so
Are you?
there's a dead end here.
Oh.
So,
Paul does not.
let's go the other way.
Paul does not know where he's going.
All right, fine.
So, I know this is probably a bad time, but, what do you like film?
But yeah, you know what? It is a bad time.
This is bad. Yeah.
Wait.
Why would you ask that, Paul? Also, that's what Melissa asked Paul, and Paul said no, he doesn't particularly like film.
Paul.
Oh, wait, an alley. How did I miss that?
The trash cans.
Okay.
Go.
Gosh.
Oh my god, what the fuck was that?
I told you it was scarier than it sounds.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't think about the implications.
You didn't think about the implications. I'm pretty sure that whole scene was improv. Gosh, good improv.
Oh my god, I didn't think about it.
That's what I'm saying.
Emma, shh. It's all right, okay?
No, it's not all right, Paul.
Oh gosh, Bill.
Scared the shit out of us.
Well, how the hell am I supposed to pop out of a trash can and not scare the shit out of you?
Why were you in a trash can? Oh man.
I don't know. Give us a warning or something next time, you know? Ah! Charlotte.
What?
Sorry, I tried to warn you.
Oh my god.
Come. I respect that you tried. That was not how you warned somebody.
Who are these people?
They're my friends from work.
What are they doing in the trash?
Well, we had to find a place to hide. Mr. Davidson kept calling people into his office and they kept coming out singing.
Yeah, it was the same at the bank. The butcher.
Okay. Which, again, brings us back to the want song. For Paul, he didn't want anything, so it didn't matter. I think if you actually want something... specifically, they had to want something so that they could get infected, so they could join in the singing. Naturally, they will join in the singing if they want. That's so interesting. Okay. And these guys realize, okay, something is definitely wrong here.
And the post office.
It's all downtown. We were just at Beanie's. Ah!
You didn't invite me! Jesus!
Ted!
Shut the fuck up, Paul! All right? If you want to stay in our hiding spot, you gotta be quiet, all right? There is something going on, and we don't know what it is or who we can trust. So, Paul, get in a trash can. You beat it.
What?
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Emma stays with us.
Also, hiding is not the answer here. Eventually, they'll find you. They will find you.
I don't know her.
Yeah, you do. She's the barista from Beanie's.
Gosh. It's so awkward.
Latte hotte.
She's like, what? Oh, she literally said what?
Paul, that is not the latte hotte. That's the crabby one who won't sing when I tip her. You grabbed the wrong one, you noodle.
Gosh, Ted, come on. Also, I was Emma not the latte hotte? I thought she was. Why doesn't Charlotte call her husband what she knows and told everyone he's infected? I mean, she did tell Paul, but they didn't really know what that meant, you know? He was singing really well, and there was like a whole thing going on, but like, what does that mean? Sure, Joey. Ted doesn't know Lauren. Emma. Oh, that's fun. But yeah, I always thought Emma was the latte. I guess it's probably Zoe who's the latte hotte. Which would make sense, honestly.
Fuck!
Melissa is not the latte hotte.
Oh, thank God. They're here. I called Sam. He'll get us out of this. Sam, sweetheart.
Oh gosh, you really made a mistake calling the police.
Sam, baby. Oh.
Wait, now why does she call him? Well, I mean, again, they don't really know what it means to be infected. They don't really understand the situation yet.
Sam, thank God you're here. They've gone crazy. Everyone's gone crazy.
Oh gosh.
Ma'am, I need you to take a step back. You're facing the law, not the
Clear at the gap.
Yeah, we're cops. Yeah, we're cops. You better shape up.
Get away from him,
This is I love this song. Not in my top 3, but definitely a really good song. One that I've come to love more as I've listened to it. But it's also fun how the infection imitates them as police. They're like, does Pokey really understand what a police does? I love how you can see the elastic holding Sam's brain. Like, this is like an imitation of what a police would be, I guess, which is interesting.
You better empty out all of
Your pockets, but don't empty out all of your pockets. Yeah, we're cops. Yeah, we're cops, and we make sense.
Show me your hands.
Show me those jazz hands. Get 'em up, or you end up in cuffs. Show me those hands. Show me those jazz hands. Oh my, inclined. Well, the light.
My ID's in my back pocket.
You've got 40 in a 35.
What?
Check your mirror, you'll find hell has arrived.
They're all so confused. They're like, what's happening? Why are they singing? Oh, man. Why are the police singing in this? Well, I mean, we know why they're singing. Why? But again, does Pokey even understand what a police really does? Because they're clearly just saying police buzzwords in a song.
We're cops.
Yeah, we're cops.
Up in your shit.
Kathy lost her cat in a tree.
Contact 5, not the HFPDE.
Cause we're cops. Yeah, we're cops.
Her cat is dead.
Her cat is dead. No. Kathy. That's tragic. Was it a cat or a person? I hope it was a cat. We can't even trust the words anymore. Charlotte, yeah, Charlotte didn't know he was infected, which is why she called him. Because like she knows he's singing, but what does that really mean? They don't really understand what that means.
Show me your
Hands, show me those jazz hands. Get them up, or you'll end up in cuffs. Show me those hands, show me those jazz hands, or you might be inclined.
Step away from the vehicle.
I love this part. Away from the vehicle. Get back in the vehicle. Get back in the vehicle.
Slowly get out of the vehicle. Slowly get out of the vehicle.
Do the things I say. I'm a cop.
Get those hands up!
Get those hands up. Get those hands down.
Put those hands up!
Woo.
Get those hands up! Get those hands up!
The things I say.
I'm a cop!
911 emergency call. Got a 411 and a
And see, this is the big reason why I think that he doesn't. They don't even. The infection, Pokey, doesn't even really understand what a police is. Like, he understands you were supposed to obey them. Or maybe it's just for the song. Maybe it's literally all just for the song, you know? Maybe he does, and he's just like, whatever, it's for the song. They'll do whatever they want.
Drop him off at a pack, don't keep utility belt. Any more reds coming in, how they mail.
Sergeant's your wife on the 911?
What that bitch wants, Sarge?
She's what's up?
Grab your 9mm and zone up, bucket for my badge. Now I'm putting your mouth in.
Suck it! Oh, Sam, sweetheart, I'm your wife.
Oh,
Sam, baby, just talk
Oh.
to me.
oh, he's shaking.
Sam?
Woo!
Show me your hands.
Show me those jazz hands. Put them up, or you'll end up in cuffs. Show me those hands. Show me those hands. I might be inclined to shoot you. Oh gosh.
God, just get back!
At his head.
Stay away, just leave us alone!
Alien turkey noises? Why? Maybe Pokey's just thinking in stereotypes, but like big stereotypes. However, the police, they do make sense. You know, they're police. They make sense. You're right, I guess. Just obey them. Put your hands up. Put your hands down. Step away from the vehicle. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh my god! Oh my god! His head is open!
And it's blue.
Something.
Oh my god! His brain fell out!
How did that happen? And it's blue. It is blue.
Back then.
Oh, I don't know how. I'm not a doctor.
Charlotte, look at that. That's not his brain. It's blue.
Well, how do you know? You're not a doctor either.
Yeah,
See a
jeez.
doctor, he needs to get to the doctor, Sam.
Don't worry, he's infected. Just plop it back in, and it'll be fine. Also, I love the way the second Sam points a gun at Charlotte, Ted runs to find something to stop him. True. Because the Learning Black take the form of people. They also... oh my god, you're literally so right. In the summoning, they stereotype themselves. As like high school stereotypes. So of course, when they take control of people, they'd also do the exact same, even when they're like controlling police. That's obvious. I didn't even think about that.
Listen. Charlotte, right?
I'm Charlotte.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. We have to get out of downtown.
And Pokey is the theater kid. Crazy thing to mention. He clearly is. Pretty sure the brain wasn't supposed to fall out when Ted hit Sam. Really? They acted that really well, so I don't know.
Okay? Downtown is fucked. The hospital is downtown. We can't go there.
But he needs to see a doctor. He needs to see a doctor, Sam. We gotta get...
Okay.
To be fair, if his brain fell out, what can you do about a doctor?
Oh, okay. I know where we could go. I have this, like, kooky, reclusive biology professor, Professor Hitchens.
Yes!
I'm his favorite student because I brought him groceries once. Anyway, he has a doctorate. That's kind of like a doctor, right?
Ted is like, yeah, definitely. Even though, no, not even slightly. Not at all. He's like, yeah, I'm a doctor of minerals. It's like, you can't help me at all then.
He could help your husband, probably. And he's got like a lab in his house and his security. His whole house is like a panic room. He's like a, what do you call a guy that lives in a fortress?
A king.
So... it did, but the hat wasn't supposed to fall or something. I don't know. Something went wrong. Unclear what. Okay, thank you.
No. He's like
I mean, he wasn't wrong, but you are thinking a doomsday prepper.
a doomsday survivalist. Yes, he thinks
Close
the
enough.
world is ending. He's been preparing for the last 20 years for the apocalypse.
The apocalypse? Is that what this is?
Maybe we should go to a church.
No,
No.
Charlotte, we are all from different denominations, all right?
Oh, they are. That's fun. A Presbyterian. I actually don't know what that is. A Presbyterian? And I never really focused on what he said. They're all from different denominations. I'm guessing Paul is like atheist. Maybe Emma is too. I don't know. Presbyterian? What is that? I get the feeling that that's like not a normal. Let's find it out. With the power of Google. Presbyterian. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's an actual thing. Like, I thought it was going to be, like, a joke, honestly. Presbyterian theology typically emphasizes the sovereignty of God, the authority of scriptures, and the necessity of grace. A unified body of Christ. They listen to each other, to the Bible, to the Constitution. Okay. Interesting. I'll be honest, I didn't think Ted would be a very religious person at all. You learn something about a person every day. Even if this was the musical, we should have known that already. And she's Methodist.
I'm
okay.
a Presbyterian. I'm not going to die in your dirty-ass Methodist church, all right?
Rude. But fair enough.
I say we go to the panic room and we beg for the king's help.
He's not a king.
Charlotte, I think the best thing for all of us, including Sam, would be to get to the professor.
Yeah, well, let's go now. We can take the squad car.
Help me with him.
Yeah.
I don't need
Don't look at the brain, please. It's crazy. Boom, boom. Hey, Donna.
This is Hatchetfield, Action News with Dan and Donna.
What do you got for us?
What began as a series of isolated incidents has escalated into what some are calling a musical riot.
Like, how do you even react to that? If you're watching the news, just like, people are singing? The king, yeah. It's like, obviously the professor realizes, oh, this is bad, but everybody else is like, what? What's happening?
God! It's spreading faster than I theorize.
Yeah.
Despite several reports of violence, the Hatchetfield police have assured Channel 9
Yeah, because the Hatchetfield police are infected.
that there is no cause for alarm.
Because they're part of it, Donna!
Nevertheless,
yeah,
our skittish
got it.
neighbors in Clivesdale have raised the Nantucket Bridge.
The Nantucket Bridge? Of course Clivesdale would do that. Hate them. They can't even help us when the apocalypse is coming. My goodness.
With the ferries down for the season and no accessible means off the island, Hatchetfield citizens are advised to stay indoors.
Uh-oh.
Like fish in a barrel.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, the outside world is no help. It's up to us now, Alexa.
It's so funny he says Alexa when he's not... originally, the first one is like a person, but it's not a person. And then here they confirm. It's literally Alexa, like the AI thing. Which, very Professor Core, honestly. That scared me, too.
Who is it?
Professor Higgins!
Don't lie to me, whoever you are. I'm Professor Higgins.
No.
No, Professor, it's me, Emma Perkins. The whole town has gone crazy. I didn't know where else to go.
Emma!
They went to his giant Gothic house, which is like a castle. So.
You've come to the right place. Hold on, I'll let you in. Alexa, open the gates.
Oh, wow. They got a smart house. Alexa can open the rooms. That's crazy.
Oh my god. Oh, thank you, Professor. Thank you. Oh, these are my friends. This is Paul and them.
Them. Yeah.
We came from downtown. Now listen, this is going to sound crazy, but everyone...
Singing and dancing like a musical. They want you to join them, and once they get you, you're a part of it.
You know what? Right there, that single line pretty much says what we were theorizing. Once they get you, you're a part of it. And whether that's through you singing or through more forceful means, they got you.
Yeah, how did you know?
I theorized this exact scenario 30 years ago.
How? What did you get the black book? What made that you think that this was even a possibility at all?
Really?
Really?
How? Please
Like exactly?
explain.
Exactly.
That the world would become a musical.
You'd better believe it.
Please.
So that's what's wrong with Sam?
Good God, don't tell me you brought one of them here.
Whoa.
Left him in the alley.
Man, it's I don't understand. How did he even think of this? The man secretly wished this would happen so he could realize his musical. It's all Higgins' fault. That's how he theorized it. And I guess he just got lucky that it happened. And in other timelines where this doesn't happen, he decides to do things like, I don't know, join up with Ted and fake there being a, ape man. Yeah. Also, did I mention that it's crazy that the homeless man is also Ted? Am I not reading your... Well, nothing interesting to read, Lauren. It's crazy that Ted is the... it's a little late for that now that we've passed by the homeless guy. But Ted is also the homeless guy, in case anyone is noticing. I'm going through everything that I know about... No, you didn't? Ah, dang. And now you can never watch the show the same. Yeah. That's literally Ted. Asking for spare change. Crazy.
Monster Ted!
No, he's a monster.
All right,
Literally.
calm down. Providence has brought him to me. Quickly, cuff him to the chair. Make
Same
sure
with
he's
Melissa.
secure. There's no telling what would happen if he were awake and loose. I've been preparing for this day for decades. Now all of the answers are right in front of me.
Okay, are they?
If only I have the wits to decipher them. All right.
I mean, it'll be really easy. Just talk to him. Well, which would work for most people, but not the professor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, Emma, what on earth does that look like to you?
God, I don't know, some kind of blue shit?
Yeah. Good guess. Good guess.
Exactly, Emma.
Oh, yeah. Got it.
What the fuck is this shit? I'll tell you what on earth it looks like.
I mean, you could also use like a microscope to maybe like look at it, get more of a scientific perspective. Just saying, possibility.
Nothing. You all remember that meteor that crashed into the Starlight Theater last night? I dare say it carried a deadly cargo, a contagious pathogen of cosmic origin.
Whoa.
Wait a second, Doc. Don't tell me you're talking about aliens.
Why is that so hard to believe? Think of
It is crazy that aliens was the original, was the theory that all of them have. I think even by the end, they're all pretty convinced that aliens is what this is. When it's even crazier than that. The pages of Bradbury and Azimuth? What is that? More Googling, perhaps? We can Google a little more. Azimuth. Because that's interesting. Oh, it's like observatory stuff? Okay.
of all that we take for granted now that was once foretold in the pages of Bradbury and Asimov. Look no further than my robot assistant.
Alexa?
Alexa.
I mean, I wouldn't say... well, it's okay.
Once confined to the realm of science fiction, she is now science fact.
I guess, yes.
Alexa. The lights.
The chime. I love that.
Extraordinary.
To be fair, he is right. It doesn't seem that impressive nowadays, but that is kind of crazy that you can just talk to something and it'll do things for you. It's like you hook up your house, you can just be like, Alexa, Turn on the automated turrets.
20 years ago, I would have had to walk all the way to the dimmer.
Wild.
Now, as unbelievable as this or the outbreak may seem, the question is no longer can this be happening, but how do we stop it?
Mm-hmm.
I've got to get this blue shit beneath a microscope to find
Oh,
out.
right. He's gonna do that just later, after he
What makes
explains.
these bastards tick?
Sorry, Professor. This is a lot to take in.
Yes, it is.
Do you have anything to take the edge off? Like, drink or something?
Young man, for the past 27 years, I have been stockpiling the bare essentials needed for human survival in the event of a world-ending cataclysm.
Okay.
You bet your ass we got booze.
He was so intense, and he was like, yeah, come on, let's get a drink. It'd be weird if they didn't have one.
Sam, baby.
Okay.
Come on, Charlotte. I'll make you a drink. We can relax, talk, fuck.
Ted,
Ted,
get the...
can't believe you're thinking about that at a time
Honestly, read the room, Ted. Well, he wouldn't be Ted if he could, honestly.
like this. The whole world could be coming to an end.
Well, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go out doing the thing I love. Screwing around with another man's wife.
Close. So close. If you just said you, just you, I think you would have convinced her there.
Ted, you're such a horny bastard.
A time bastard.
Always have been, always will be.
You know that's why I can't resist you.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's working. I forgot that it worked.
Wait! Ted, my husband's brains fell out today. If I can't be a wife to him now, what kind of woman am I?
I don't know, Charlotte. I'm not your therapist.
God dang it, Ted. She's just trying to, like, imply stuff. Think of the implications.
You know, maybe you should go back to fucking him, I know that's why you actually went to counseling.
I mean, that's not the only reason.
It...
I wanted to make things work with Sam. I love him. I know I shouldn't, but I do.
No, Charlotte, this guy is a scumbag, all right? You could upgrade to a sleazeball.
You know what? He acknowledges his place in the hierarchy, but he does acknowledge that it's at least above scumbag. So, fair enough. Man. You know what? I think Ted actually would like to be with Charlotte. Genuinely. I think... Self-aware, yeah. And you know what? I think they'd be a good couple. As weird as it sounds.
But you refuse to be happy.
Ooh.
You know what, Charlotte? I'm done, all right? So you could stay here with your dying marriage and your dying husband. I'm gonna go hit on that crabby barista.
Don't give... Why did you give her the keys?
No, Ted!
I would love to meet a Ted in real life. I don't think you would.
Wait! Oh, God! Oh, God! God, if you're up there and you can hear me, it's me, Charlotte.
Oh, don't worry. A god is definitely listening. Not your god, but a god.
You just gotta know it. I didn't want any of this to happen. I love Sam, and I know we've had our problems, and I know I've been so angry with him lately, but I didn't want him to die. Please, God, just let him wake up.
Man, she's trying so hard. And, I mean, this is the perfect emotional setup. It's also interesting that I'm sure he was awake for a while, but he specifically waited until she was alone and setting up the situation where he would want her, where she would want him to be awake.
Let him wake up.
And he does.
Charlotte,
Oh, Sam?
where am I? Why am I tied to a chair?
It's for
His
your own-
act, I love that, like, he, like, gets up, like, he awakens normally, like, no issue, and then he pretends to be, like, dazed. Like, that transition from... It's so... I think I missed that like the first time, but it's so obvious, and I love it.
Safety, Sam, and ours. You're not well, Sam.
Charlotte, baby, I'm hurt real bad. I need a doctor.
Also, I just noticed his brain is like sideways. His knife's off to the side.
I'll go get the professor.
No! They left me here to die.
True.
Only you can help me, Charlotte. Untie me, and we'll leave here together.
He's singing, man.
I'm tied up, Charlotte.
Please don't do that.
Tied up with you. You understand me.
He does sing like an angel, man. It's beautiful. Jeff. I'd fall for him as well.
Now hand me those keys.
No.
The keys to our youth. God, we were young once. Innocent and fun once. And free.
I don't see how Charlotte is still fighting for her marriage. I mean, she does love him, but that's only like half the marriage. There's basically nothing from his side, and I feel so bad for her for it. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it is, right? She remembers when they did love each other. When things were good. Maybe things were never that good, but she can look back on them with like rosy like glasses and be like, things were good once. If we could just get back to that. But they'll never get back to that. It's also like sunk cost fallacy. You already spent so much time here. Isn't it worth working just a little harder to try to fix things now that you've already been married for years, maybe? It's an easy trap to get stuck in, you know?
Let go of this grip on me. You tied up my heart. You
tied me down. Oh my gosh. Look at him go. Ooh. Oh, man of mercy. She's dancing. She's getting caught into the music. It's compelling her. Although she can't quite hear it yet. Way to the fire and let me go, and I'll love you.
I love you too, Sam, but I cannot let you go.
God, he's just gyrating his hips. Oh, lag.
Of my
eye.
Don't you trust me? I effed up, Charlotte.
Effed up with you.
All the booze and harlots and all the Charlottes, but they didn't count.
Why not?
They couldn't break me.
Honestly, this only works because she's as desperate to like have things work as she is. But the fact that he's presenting all the times he cheated as them trying to break him and not him just being like, whatever. I want to have some fun, even if it hurts, the person I love. I supposedly love. Instead, it's smart, unfortunately.
You're the one who caged me in chains. Please take away my pain.
Also, God, he's standing now.
Let me hold you
again, child. Just free up my arms.
and I'll give you
A foot massage? Crazy.
Will you ever forgive me? I'll crawl on my
Hands and knees.
if you untie me, girl, and free up my heart.
She's getting caught in the music. It's kind of catchy. There we go. The music, you just need to hear it. Like, sure. In the end, they kind of say like something about spores. But I feel like the spores effects are like limited. Actually, wait, no. The spores only affected her because they were so close to the meteor. So in this stuff, I think singing really is just the thing that spreads the infection. And this is probably how most people got infected. A person they cared about started singing with them, and they couldn't help but get a little, into it.
No, I gotta go get the other Sam. This is bad. Help.
Oh, fuck, I'm paying fast.
I think you better come quick.
I really don't wanna die alone in here.
Time to say our goodbyes at the end of the road.
Masterclass manipulation. Immediately, the moment she's like actually gonna, he's like, okay, I gotta actually get everybody. Raise the stakes. I'm dying. I'm dying.
No. Say you'll be all right. Just hold on.
This body is not gonna last. The air is cold and thick. I'm losing my last.
This body's not gonna last. A tiny little slip up, I think, but an interesting one. Instead of my body, it's this body.
My hands are tied in knots,
And I can't come home. I wanna die in your arms in the evening. What a beautiful song, honestly. And what a beautiful ending. No! Oh gosh! She sounded genuinely terrified. Would I ever want to be? Absolutely, I would love to be in this kind of musical. I'm just not very good at dancing. And he told me, girl, be up my heart. She like she pushed back her hair with, like when she does with Ted, and now she's into it, I guess.
Now I'm gonna free up your heart, baby.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God!
Oof. Oh God. Oh, it's right from the cat too. Oh, she has a cat shirt. Oh, cats. Hatchetfield cats. I'll never move on from that, I think. Flashbacks. Yeah. Man, the boys are enjoying booze while the other one is dying.
Said this was a full bar. How the hell am I supposed to make a Shirley Temple without any cherries?
Chill out, man.
Jesus Christ, Bill. It's the end of the world and you're gonna get your drink on with a Shirley fucking Temple?
Well, if it's as serious as all that...
Ted, come on. Let him enjoy whatever he wants. It's the end of the world.
I figured we might need a designated driver.
Very reasonable, actually.
Okay, so when the cops pull you over, you can pass their breathalyzer test before they infect you with their nasty blue shit? Come on!
Also, fair counterpoint.
One more crack at me, I am gonna do something to you.
To be honest, even in when we were watching this musical, we never got the feeling that Ted would, Bill would ever actually hit Ted. And after everything else we've seen of Bill, that feeling is only strengthened. He would not, unless like his daughter was in danger, he would not touch Ted.
Oh yeah, Bill? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna...
Oh gosh.
Kick your head!
Oh. My head.
Yeah.
Not my ass.
Yeah!
All right, then, let's see it, huh?
Oh.
Kick my head. Come on, karate champ. I want to see you kick above your waist, all right?
Can any of you guys kick above your waist? I can. It's, I can get above to, like my chest. Not super high. I do try to... Actually, no. Sometimes I do manage to get up to, like, here. Yes, if you're lying down. Okay. Like, standing for me. But I don't think I've ever managed to get past my chest completely doing a kick.
Show me that roundhouse. Show me that sweeping crane kick that your kung fu master taught you.
Okay, you two, calm down. Ted, Bill's not gonna kick your head.
Why not? It's the most vulnerable part of the body. That's what Sensei Bill taught me.
Gosh, guys, chill, alright?
It was a dumb threat. Stop rubbing it in. I'm sure if he could do it over again, he'd say ass.
You know, if you want to kill a snake, what do? Huh? You cut off its head. Where does the fish rot from? The head. Take out the head, and the whole thing goes down.
Gosh, Ted is so annoying. But also, yeah, this is an iconic scene. I love it.
That's why a fisherman always goes for the head. Ow!
Oh, come on, Bill, come on!
A single little tap, and Ted is like, "Oh no, don't hit me." I'm joining them if that happens.
Give me that. This is supposed to relax us, not make us kill each other.
Whatever.
Oh, is this drunk Ted? Actually, that makes sense.
Why did I come back here?
I don't know why.
To, drink?
Speaking of, man, it's a good thing that I got like a little note about how these timelines are separate, because I would really be complaining about the fact that Emma is struggling, you know, that she's not just punching her way through all the infected. Because I would be like, wait, why is this biomechanical human having an issue? Well, it's because she's not a biomechanical human in this timeline. She's just a human. And although Paul could still be a clone, there's no indication on if he is a clone or if he's not a clone. Either way, he's just Paul. So, jury's still out on him, I guess.
Back to Hatchetfield. I spent the first 18 years of my life trying to get out of this place. Should have just stayed in Guatemala.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, Guatemala. That's crazy. I didn't even realize they mentioned Guatemala in the original. Yeah, Emma bleeds at the end, so she must be human. Not sure about Paul, though. Okay, good confirmation. But also, man, Guatemala. Again, it really depends on the timeline, because we know that in Guatemala, her biomechanical clone, well, replica, I guess, I don't know what you call it, caused the bus to, you know, fall off a cliff, and everyone but her died, and then eventually she gets back to town. So, very interesting that, especially because we have no idea if the android, thank you, I don't know why I was blanking on that word. But I guess if she's not an android in this timeline, then she went to Guatemala, thank my goodness, and the android did not, you know, cut the brakes, nothing happened. She got back safe. Who knows about Paul, though? Maybe he has already led a revolution, a clone revolution, and now he's just like, oh god, what's happening?
I mean, yeah, they've got volcanoes and Cutamundis everywhere, but at least...
What's a Cutamundi?
Oh, it's like a little raccoon thing. Yeah, they get into shit. People hate them, but at least they don't sing and dance.
That's a very
So is that what
good
drove you
point.
back to Hatchetfield? Cutamundi's up in your shit?
No. It was my sister, Jane.
Oh, Jane.
She was the good one.
Poor Jane.
Yeah, she had this Lisa Frank binder when she was little, where she mapped out her entire life, and I swear to God, she stuck to it, bullet point by bullet point.
Really?
It was like job, husband, house, kids.
I mean, good for her. But yeah, we know Jane's dead, died in a car crash. We know her husband is not taking it well. Oh man, it's crazy. He probably just got infected. I mean, I imagine he like, does he have a gun? Nah, he probably wouldn't if he has flashbacks to, you know, his military time. He probably just got infected, he and his kid. That's sad. I wouldn't bet on it, Paul being a clone thing. I mean, I wouldn't bet on it either. It's kind of, like, debatable whether he is or isn't.
And, you know, when one sister's so on top of her game, it kind of demands that the other one be a total fuck-up, right?
What is yin without?
Sure.
That's what I know.
Emma's fine with it, I guess.
He was off doing life, and I was doing something else.
Pete is canonically infected. Oh, man. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're all canonically infected.
So, backpacking, mostly. And she would call me and, you know, invite me home for the big events, you know, like weddings, baby showers. And I'd always say, oh, sorry, I'll catch the next one. But,
yeah.
Then when I got the invitation to her funeral, I was like, oh, there won't be a next one.
Yeah, that's rough, man. That's generally why I try to accept invitations and go to family stuff, because you just never know. I'm not gonna go into details, but there was one person, not family, but close to us, who I really regret not seeing one last time when I had the opportunity. So, I get that feeling, you know, of missing that opportunity, and then you get the last one, the funeral, the last time you can say hi to them or like see them, and you can only think of all the other times that you missed out on it, that you could have been there. So it's sad. Pete is Pete being infected, right? Oh right, he was dancing in the background of the Oh yeah, I think I literally mentioned that Pete was there. Sad. Both things are sad. We'll move on.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Hey, you didn't crash into her car.
Did you?
It's weird growing up in someone else's shadow, because then when they're gone, the light shines on your life for the first time, and it does not look good.
Good night, Lorem. See ya. Yeah, if she's just backpacking across Guatemala, like, what is she doing, like, in general?
So there I was, 30, with no roots anywhere except Hatchetfield.
God dang Hatchetfield.
So I thought, well, I'm gonna make something of myself, you know? Do something my sister would be proud of. Enroll in community college, study botany. I'm gonna start a pot farm.
Oh, right! Perky's buds. Good for her. Good for her. I mean, she's gonna grow it in the Witchwood Forest, so the best place to do it.
Oh. Did your sister smoke a lot of pot?
No.
Nah.
But weed's the future. It's gonna be legal nationwide soon. Bet you any money.
What year does this... What year does The Guy Who Didn't Like Musical take place in? Because I know, like, 2020 is generally the year Nightmare Time stuff happens. Is this like 2018, 2019, around there? 2018, okay. Thank you. That explains that. Wow, it was only a couple years later that weed became legal, like, in tons of places. 2018, Hijin mentions it. Thank you.
Not that it matters anymore.
Which explains, I guess, why in the timeline where all this infection stuff doesn't happen, she does set up Perky's bud. It's 2018, and it can't even blow itself up. Okay. I mean, we don't see Paul in Perky's buds, but it could be that he just doesn't work on the farm. He works at his job. She works on the farm, or maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe in that specific timeline they just never met. Maybe.
Man, my whole life, my one goal was to avoid dying. Here we are.
That is kind of crazy. If that's your single sole goal, this would be a little bit of a damper on that.
Hey, it could be worse. You could be dying in Clivesdale.
F Clivesdale. Oh my gosh.
Fuck Clivesdale.
Don't even.
You know,
but man, imagine dying in Clivesdale. My goodness. Just kill me in Hatchetfield. Plant me in the Witchwood Forest. My goodness.
It's considered. I like Hatchetfield.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've been here my whole life. Born and bred. Never wanted to leave.
Really?
Still don't.
Hey, we're the same age. How come I never knew you in high school?
You probably went to Hatchetfield High. I went to Sycamore.
Fucking Timberwolves! We hated you guys.
We hated ourselves.
Sycamore. Okay, so there are multiple schools in Hatchetfield. But man, Sycamore. Oh, those Timberwolves.
So back at Beanie's, you said you were in your high...
It's crazy how we get, like, so much information about, like... It is kind of wild how much world building happens in The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals. It's, like, genuinely impressive how much lore... Especially because later on, we know that all this stuff connects to other stuff, and they expand on it. I love that.
high school production of Brigadoon?
I was Bunny Jean.
Yeah, that was 2003, right? I actually saw you in Brigadoon.
Really?
No shit.
Why?
Yes, shit. Yeah.
You hate musicals, though.
We didn't have a theater program at our school, so I guess to make us feel like crap, they bussed us over to watch your show. It was the first musical I ever saw.
Steph said, Nerdy Prudes Must Die, that she'd rather starve to death than go to Sycamore. Yeah, I mean, Sycamore hates themselves. Everyone hates Sycamore. Gosh. At least it's not Clivesdale, though. Could be worse. But also, I can easily see Paul coming from a place called Sycamore. Very straight-laced. Yeah, I can see it.
I hated it. That's probably the start of my whole thing. You're the reason I don't like musicals.
Whoa, that's like your origin story.
It is.
So I guess I'm the supervillain.
I don't think of you like that at all, Emma.
Listen, Paul.
That scared me. My goodness. But man, it's funny that how their origins are connected in that way. He's like, you're the reason I don't like musicals, and he says that with like such a kind smile on his face.
It is time.
Ooh, this is a good one. Oh, look at her rock out.
Sorry to
Interrupt, but we got bones to pluck. Chaos is long past overdue. Life is optional. In fact, it's optimal. And now we'll go through you. We tried to convince you with soliloquy. And now we'll kill you with more than harmony. Join us. Her organs are blue now as well. Us and die. Join us and die. All you gotta do is join us and die. Join us and die. Join us and die. All you gotta do is.
Here's how it's gonna go. We're gonna kick your ass, and then we're gonna fucking kick your ass. Into your mouth, we're
Process that you gotta see. Body is your own proceed.
To die.
Join Us and Die is definitely top 5 for me. Maybe number 4 on my top. I'm still not sure what number 1 is for me. But I really like the song. Also, it is funny that they say we try to convince you with soliloquy, which I think leans even more strength to the idea that, like, the theory. Yeah, the caption said question mark. That was hilarious. But the fact that they're like, we try to convince you with soliloquy, and now we're going to kill you, I feel like that adds more to the idea that they can infect you, like, through song itself, as long as you get, like, pulled into it and, like, convinced by the singing. Which means that now they've reached the point that, okay, people aren't being convinced by song much anymore. We're going to do this more hands-on now. Us and die. Join us and die. All you gotta do is join us and die. Join us and die. Join us and... Oh gosh. Ooh. Ooh. No, Ted. Oh gosh, they abused Ted there so much. But it does make sense. Ted is the one that Charlotte cheated with, and it kind of makes sense that they'd go after him. Poor Ted, man. No, they cut off Ted. I mean, they cut off Sam. We didn't get any of Jeff's beautiful singing there.
Wrong.
You
Hey?
shot her.
Wait.
Shot a charlatan.
He's hamming it up so much. He loves the fact that he's in a musical right now.
The Charlotte you knew and loved was gone the minute a note came out of her mouth. After examining that blue shit, it didn't take long for me to decipher that Sam was no longer human.
Okay.
But part of the alien brew, genetically reconstructed from the inside out. They're wearing our skin to fool us.
That's an interesting fact that, like, when you get infected, it doesn't just, like, it doesn't really infect you. It completely rebuilds you from the inside out. The skin, your body, that's only there as a costume. You are a hollowed out puppet of Bakotho. Everything else is just a trick by Bakotho. Which is interesting.
Which means any one of you could be one of them.
Whoa.
So we're gonna have a little test to see who's still human and who's a musical doppelganger.
Let's go.
I want you all to sing 16 bars right now.
No, Professor, we're not aliens.
Sing the beginning of Moana.
I love that.
I said sing, goddammit.
Moana, make way, consider the coconut, consider its tree.
Gosh, please stop. It's funny because they're all, like, so skilled. So they're coming together to make... So they're using their skill to pretend to be unskilled. Which is harder than it sounds, honestly.
This is what we do, and no one leaves. I didn't like that movie.
You're singing the wrong song.
All right. That was terrible.
But at least you know now. But also, I mean, I was going to say, can't the infected just fake it? But considering it's Bakotho in charge, who likes harmony and order, probably not. I don't think he could fake the disharmony there. The imperfection.
Not a single one of you were on pitch, which means you're still human.
What if one of them was just a particularly good singer, you know? That would have been really bad.
Things, their tactic is to hide amongst us, and as their numbers grow, they become more bold, and as we've seen, violent.
Uh-oh. Who's calling? Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Alice. Oh, thank God. I've never been more happy in my life. Your mother left.
Welp. I guess it was only a... Okay, we froze again a second time. Sorry about that. I closed YouTube chat. Sorry, people on YouTube. Oh, actually, we have 8 people watching on YouTube. Maybe I should have kept YouTube chat open specifically. I mean... It'll still appear on, like, my OBS, but it won't... So I can still respond to people on YouTube, but it won't appear on screen. Okay. Everything should be good. Should be fine, I think.
Okay.
Oh, also, what was I gonna... I paused it to say something. Man. Alice, I understand... This is the one time... Well, this is probably one of many times where her desire to not... Oh my gosh, what's happening? We're lagging out, like, multiple times now. Is there anything I can really do about that? Oh, jeez. So it's just a matter of time. Huh. Weird. It's like as soon as I press play.
I know you're scared. What's wrong with Deb? She's doing what? Alice? Okay, listen to me. You get away from her. You understand? You get far away. No, this has nothing to do with me not liking Deb. Right now, you need to run and hide. Okay? Where are you? No.
Okay, man, that's rough. This is a situation where it's like, because of his well-known dislike of Deb, she probably didn't trust him enough to, like, really run away. Which sucks. I'm worried the stream is gonna, like, crash again, but hopefully it doesn't. Let's just keep going.
You stay there. I'm coming to you.
We're almost at the end of the musical, you know? Well, I say that, but we have another hour.
No, don't you say... Everything's going to be fine. I love you too.
They get a little "I love you" moment. A situation that we know was very difficult to get out of them, considering how it went in the other timeline.
Give me some bread and some water. I knew we were gonna need a designated driver.
What's happening, Bill?
Good.
It's Alice. She's stuck in Hatchetfield. Dang it, I need to take the car. She's in Hatchetfield High. She's locked herself in the choir room.
And you're gonna save her? G.I. Bill? You're gonna run and gun your way through a city of singing zombie motherfuckers? Wake up, Bill. She's already dead.
Don't you dare,
You're
Ted!
gonna get there, and she's gonna be dead, and you're gonna die too. And that's exactly what's gonna happen if you try to go back through downtown.
But what else?
Which, I think is actually exactly what happens. Oof. A little spoiler, but I guess Ted was right about that, huh?
What am I supposed to do?
Don't go through downtown. Cut through Pinebrook.
What?
Pinebrook. Rich neighborhood, fancy houses, huge yards.
Yes. Avoid densely populated areas.
Take Evergreen, cut through the park, hop a curb, and you're in the teacher's parking lot.
Right. Yes. And the window to the staff lounge is always open so they can smoke. Just slide in and out. It used to be my old escape route.
Okay,
Oh, that's
this
interesting.
Is a lot of direction.
Don't bother, he's gonna get lost.
You are such a fucking creep, you know that?
Honestly, Ted, he's so annoying and rude. Maybe Ted's because of his own experience with his... Says this because his own experience with the G... Well, that's a very reasonable reason to be a little upset, because the gal that he was a little interested in just got infected, tried to kill him, and then got killed, so... You know what? Maybe he has a right to be a little bit upset.
Oh, I'm a fucking creep?
Yeah.
I'm a fucking creep? Listen, sweetheart, the world has changed, alright? There are no creeps, there are no heroes, there are only people who are alive and people who are fucking dead!
Yes, technically.
And Bill's daughter? She's dead. Well, I'm only saying what we all know is true, right, Paul?
Whew. I mean, John Paul said that Joey played this scene so well, showing that Ted actually really loved Charlotte, and I agree. Yeah, no, it's really well played. I love it, because you can see he's like the way he's acting has shifted so much from just this one interaction now that Charlotte is dead, and he's genuinely very emotional, and also in hindsight we know that he's right.
I know that the chances are slim to nil. And I know that Bill doesn't know the shortcut. Bill, if you go, you're not gonna make it. Which is why I'm gonna go with you to get your daughter back.
Which is such a shift from before, when he was like, you're not gonna come with me with my daughter? Like, help me with this? And Paul's like, no. I don't really care. Now here he does care.
You do that for me, Paul?
Hey, it's not like you're asking me to go see Mamma Mia.
He'd really rather do anything else, including this.
Well, hey, let's go. If we haul ass, we can be there and back in 20 minutes.
No, Emma, you stay here. I have a theory on how these aliens can be stopped, but I'll need an extra pair of hands in the lab.
Okay.
Paul, Bill, Godspeed.
I don't think we ever see what his whole, like, thing that might stop the aliens is.
Hey, Paul. Listen. If those things get you, they're gonna make you sing and dance and all that shit you hate.
Yeah.
So don't you let them.
Emma, there comes a time in every man's life when he has to draw a line in the sand.
And this is your line.
And I will never be in a fucking musical.
Oh, what a sweet... Honestly, what an intense line in that moment. You could genuinely tell, it's like, he's never gonna be in a musical. This is the guy who does not like musicals. For now. It's your favorite sentence ever. It's great. He said the thing. For now, at least. Ooh, that music.
Alice! Alice! Sweetie, where are you?
They arrived quickly.
We gotta find her, Paul.
We will, but you're gonna have to shut up, all right? This whole school could be crawling with those things. You screaming is gonna get us killed. And then who's gonna save Alice?
Right. Sorry, Paul. She's all I have.
Yeah, understandable. Understood.
Just try to stay calm and follow me, okay?
You know, she's a good kid, Paul.
Of course.
She's smart and I respect her choices, but if we're being honest, I don't like Deb.
Yeah, I know. She smokes pot, and that's really your main thing against her.
She's always on her phone, and I don't know. I just think Alice can do better.
Yeah, sure, Bill.
This morning, the knucklehead that I am, I said, why don't you try dating someone at your own high school, in Clivesdale? And she said, you just don't like Deb. And what was I supposed to do, lie? So I said, why don't you try dating someone like Grace Chastity? And she goes, no, Grace Chastity is a nerdy prude.
Did they... Wow, nerdy prude reference all the way back here? And also, yeah, Grace Chastity? Pfft, rather date a rock. You'd get more action with that, at least. My goodness. It should hold the rock would hold your hand.
And I said, one, I said date someone like her. Two, that is not a very nice thing to say. And suddenly, I'm defending Grace Chastity of all people. And she says, you just want Grace Chastity to be your daughter. And I said, well, at least she's nice to me at church.
At least she's nice to me at church. Oof. Things are intense. I think Nerdy Prude Must Die was supposed to be before. Really? They had an idea for Nerdy Prudes Must Die for the other musicals, but due to the funds, they made that one last. Really? That's very interesting, actually. I guess that they would have a lot of Hatchetfield lore set up then, and that's probably why the lore, even here, feels so deep. Huh. Cool. Thank you for telling me that.
And I think that fight is why she got off the bus to go see Deb.
Maybe.
Oh, God, Paul. I'm the reason they trapped her. It's my fault.
No.
Maybe.
Listen to me, Bill, okay? This is not your fault.
Yes, it is.
Uh-oh.
Alice?
Hey, Alice.
It's all your fault. That's the last thought I had before they broke down the door.
In the choir room.
I'm not your girl anymore.
This is a good song as well.
Drove
here for. I'm not your girl anymore. I overtook her body with an infectious spore.
You left me out of your sight for 1 second.
Nightmare time.
What happened?
Nightmare time. Than you could imagine. Not sex and not drugs. Just alien invading minds. More family vacates together. Cause your only daughter's under the weather.
And if you actually paid attention to me, you see I'm not your seed.
It's funny how they like mix Alice's genuine like herself into this song where it's essentially the affection talking. Because it's true that if you just paid attention to her, like actually paid attention to her, he would learn a lot. Like genuine, and they could actually connect. Part of the problem is that Bill is trying, but not in the right way, you know? He's not trying to connect with her. He's trying to be her father only. And that's not what she needs. She needs a connection.
What is going on?
I'm not your
angsty teen.
I'm here to take you home.
Which is also true. I think she's like also like 18. So, and he's still treating her like she's not.
No matter what you believe, the apple's
Falling
falling
far
far
from the tree.
It's not my
Fault anymore.
No more curfews to be late for.
It's all a trick.
It's
Not my fault anymore.
No more
I'm
being
being worried and waiting by the door.
Did you know that I wanted to live with you?
It's nightmare time.
And when you need
Hey, it's Deb. This is our second time seeing her. I think that's a total of twice we've seen her now, fully, throughout everything.
bite you gave her that too.
Did you know Mom let Deb sleep over?
And you're right about Deb. She's a hardcore stoner. And if you want her, well, let your daughter astray. Well, Daddy wasn't here to say, not your seed.
Alice, whatever I said this morning, I'm
Not
sorry.
your perfect team.
You can break out of it, I know. I know you can.
She literally can't break out of it because Bill, did you already forget? This isn't like, well, one, it's a biological thing, so she couldn't really break out of it anyway. But also, your daughter's not in there. She's been hollowed out. She is just an infection with that's holding the mind or like the knowledge of Alice.
17. At least I'm
Oh, she's 17. I don't know. Is she 18 now? I don't know. Maybe.
Bill, we need to leave right now.
Back off, Paul. We're not leaving without Alice.
Bill, that's not your daughter.
Alice.
Whoa. That was weird. I said the exact same thing. Like, startled me.
Does it hurt to love you?
Why am I in pain? Why does it hurt to know you? You let me down again. If I turned my insides out, would you even notice I was there? Why does it hurt to love you? Why does it hurt to love? Okay, so she is 18. Thank you.
I'm not your seed,
Not your girl, not your girl.
Now maybe you'll listen to me.
Listen to me, listen to me.
So you let me bleed. Let me bleed. Now your daughter's not a girl no more.
Sorry, I gotta read that. If I heard this song when I was 14, I would have been insufferable. Oh my god, same. I mean, I'm a boy, but still, I would have been like. Actually, no, I don't think I would have been, but maybe. I could see myself being insufferable because of this song. Oh man. Now I own your seed. Bakotha speaking there. Now I own your seed. A weird line there. Whew. Alright, Bill.
I can't do it, Paul. I can't live in a world without my daughter.
Uh-oh.
Bill, whatever you're thinking, stop it.
I can't live knowing I'm the reason they got to her.
Bill, no.
No.
Oh gosh, Bill.
Paul, no! Just let me die!
No, man!
Don't drop the gun. Uh-oh. Very bad.
Bill.
And there they are, picking it up.
Look at me. You're my best friend.
Paul. I know it's an emotional moment, but that was a big mistake. At the very least, they're allowing the emotional moment to finish because, you know, it's a musical. They gotta have that narrative moment. I once said that if I'm ever lucky enough to be in the Guy Who Did Like musical, I'd either be Charlotte, Ted, or Alice, simply because I love them. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Friend, I'm not gonna let you die.
Ooh, nice shot. They shot right past Paul.
Bill! Oh God, Bill!
We just keep running into each other, don't we, Paul?
Indeed.
We have traveled across seas of stars, counting, conquering, wait.
This is another moment which is odd. Why can this happen if they're all just like the shell of Bakotha? They're all one voice. I'll tell you if that ever happens. I'd be happy to hear it. But how does this unsyncing happen at all if they're all just Bakotha? You know? I don't know. It's a curious question. I'm unsure about it.
What?
And I don't think we get really any other answers in anything else. Any theories, guys?
Are we saying we all have to say the same thing? Let's get on the same page.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Bending countless civilizations to our will, yet you, Paul, have defied us thrice.
Oh gosh, they're gonna kill him.
This puny human weapon.
Or at least they're gonna try. Well, you know.
is too quick a death for you, Paul. We shall rend you limb from limb. You will chuck.
Guys, come on. Seriously.
Seriously, we all need to say the same thing. You guys are embarrassing me.
I'm embarrassing me. How dare you?
You shall choke on your agony as you beg for apotheosis.
Cover your ears. Don't let the sounds get to you.
Down on the ground, we're the army! Bam, bam, get out of here! Bam, 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 bam! Alright, we're clear on the left. Here we go.
Okay, dead, I guess.
Woo!
Grenade?
Wait,
You said it was clear.
I'm not one of them. I'm human.
Yeah, prove it, asshole. We're the army.
Oh boy. And now we're back over here.
Simply remarkable.
What have you done?
Tell me, Emma, how do you explain an entire race of beings spontaneously bursting into song and dance? How do they all know the lyrics, the choreography?
I mean, pretty obvious.
I don't know. They're all getting orders from the mothership.
I mean,
You're not far off.
yeah.
What we're dealing with here is a collective consciousness. On one level, they are individuals, but on another, they are all a
Okay, you know what? Maybe that's the answer to why they can unsync, because they are still individuals. They're all just connected to Pokotho. Shared through all those one connections to a single person. A single being. I don't know. It's weird.
Of a much larger organism, all connected by a central brain.
And the brain came down in the meteor?
Or it is the meteor.
Okay.
I mean, we know that's not true. It's the blue stuff inside the meteor. And that blue stuff is Pokey. Kind of what I was thinking. Maybe it's a situation where they're all a part of Pokotho's hive mind, but are still themselves with their memories, and he can't watch everyone at once. I mean, maybe. I feel like he probably can watch everyone at once. But maybe it's more of a, he's just sending the commands to them, you know? Telling them to do stuff. And because they're connected, 90% of the time, it's fine. But occasionally, they unsync for a moment. At least that's what I'm thinking. Either that, or you're right, and like Pokotho just can't focus on everybody at the same time in this hive mind.
Okay, and so it wants to kill us all so it can resurrect us as part of its shitty musical?
Speaking of resurrect, we know that Pokotho's thing is harmony and rebirth. Be reborn as part of the hive.
That's one way of putting it. You could also say it's uniting us in one common purpose. Think.
Yes.
Emma, if this entity were to spread to the entire planet, why, it could achieve what over 50,000 years of human civilization never could. World peace.
Yes, which also is kind of what Otho was talking about in Yellow Jacket. He's going to end the chaos. And we're all going to speak one voice in one purpose. It's a horrific kind of peace. And one that the professor is kind of being like, well, it's kind of big chill actually.
But how do we stop it?
Yes. Of course.
he doesn't really want to stop it anymore. Stop. Otho's actually a good guy. I don't know about that.
All right. So this all started with the meteor. It is the brain.
Potentially.
So if we take it out, will all these things just die?
That's a sound theory, Emma. which is why it must never leave this room.
What? No.
Don't fight it.
Do. There you go. Infected, take him out. Well, not infected. Knocked out. Take him out. What am I even saying?
Oh.
Yes, it's him!
Sorry for that knock on the head, son. You can never be too careful. What's your name?
Paul Matthews.
Good evening, Paul. My name's General John McNamara.
Lauren's delivery, that no, is fantastic. Okay. Yeah, true, I liked it. John McNamara. Part of Peep. Oh, man, we learned so much about these guys before. They deal with pretty much all the strange stuff. They must be regulars to Hatchetfield. He doesn't tell Paul about the Lords in Black here. I mean, why would he really? But it is fun. Oh, poor John McNamara. We love John.
United States Military Special Unit PEIP. We call it PEEP.
PEIP.
Peep? I've never heard of you guys.
That's kind of the point.
Never will. Not a peep.
I mean, to be fair, that's a pretty good acronym. And it's a very nice little joke.
That's a joke, son. We have the unenviable task of cleaning up messes of a certain nature. Situations not unlike what we have here in Hatchetfield.
Are you saying stuff like this has happened before?
Said nothing of the sort. That information's classified.
Alright, fair enough. My goodness.
However, our agents led us to believe the entire population had become infected with this alien contagion, so quite frankly, we're all a little shocked to find a survivor like yourself.
To be fair, the infection is probably quite thorough, so the fact that anyone isn't infected would be a surprise. Also, his another thing I want to say, his personality in this one is a little less serious than he was in the other ones. I'm noticing. Maybe early series installment issues, maybe?
But I got some bad news for you, Paul. My unit was sent to make a clean sweep of what was once your down. No loose ends, no survivor.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so you're just gonna kill me?
Those are my orders, yes. 2 in the head, 1 in the heart. But there's one thing you better hurry up and know about.
Oh, gosh.
I love my country, I do.
Okay.
But the experiences I've accrued throughout my tenure with this organization have given me a deeper understanding of the cosmos and our place in it.
Oh, yeah. So he knows about the Lords in Black. Well, I mean, obviously he knows about the Lords in Black. We know that he knows about the Lords in Black. But he kind of hints at it a little bit.
I follow a higher law than any institution could decree, and that is the universal truth of love and the strength of the human heart.
Aw.
I'd like to do some light reading on the subject.
That's beautiful.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
So I'm going to bend the rules a little bit for you, Paul. I have an evac chopper touching down in Oakley Park at 2300 hours. That's 11 o'clock in the PM. Synchronize your timepiece with mine.
Oh, yeah, very good. Do that.
Got an iPhone?
Yeah, it's 6
I mean, we just watched JoJo, where the fact that a clock was unsynced was a very major issue, so it's a fun thing. Why, man?
Wear a watch!
Okay.
Time is a precious thread in the fabric of the universe. It deserves its own tool of measurement.
I mean, okay, fair enough. Tinky would agree with you, I guess.
You survived till 2300 hours. There's a seat on that chopper with your name on it.
Oh. Cool. Oh, wait, General McNamara. I can't leave without Emma.
Who's Emma, Paul?
Yeah, you can't just say a name. You gotta tell him.
Friends don't move my heart, son. Is there a chance at something more?
I think so. I'd like there to be. I want there to be.
Well, then you know what that means.
You want?
I'm authorizing you to use my firearm.
Come on, man. That's terrible trigger discipline. He just aimed a gun right at him. But now we know what he wants. What do you want, Paul?
Rescue Emma and get your ass to that chopper in 2 hours' time.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me until we're both in Clivesdale sharing a cup of coffee. Do you
Does it have to be Clivesdale?
like coffee, son?
Yes, sir.
Do you like musicals?
No, sir.
Now that's a goddamn red-blooded American. I'll see you on the chopper.
Hey, and sir, welcome to the stream. Yeah, best lore checked out like 30 minutes ago. You quote McNamara on a daily basis. He's very quotable. I love him. Man, hilarious that he's like, that's a red-blooded American, one that doesn't like musicals. It's funny how in this first encounter with General McNamara, we get like pretty much none of the information that we know he has, you know, about the Lords in Black. He just kind of vaguely mentions he knows our position in the cosmos, which of course is pretty low because the Lords in Black are up there doing whatever they want, essentially, with whatever kind of limitations they have, where they can't like directly influence stuff. It seems a bit, kind of. I don't really know what their actual limitations and rules are. Cool though. I like it. Oh. We're about to get quite the treat of a song.
Hey!
What?
This is a good one.
What the fuck?
It's time.
So, you're finally awake.
Professor Higgins, what are you doing?
Exactly what needs to be done. Alexa! Open the gates. Turn off the fences. Shut it all down.
No, Professor, the fences are the only thing protecting us.
Uh-oh.
Protecting us from what, Emma? From the end of the world?
Boom. Here we are. I find it really funny that we cut this off right at the show-stopping number. I guess it literally was show-stopping for us, huh? I think that's hilarious. Okay. Let's shut off that music. But tish, thank you. And we will get right back into the guy who didn't like musicals. Oh, actually, just one quick correction before we go into it. In the previous stream, I was like talking about how, you know, Deb and Alice. I kind of mixed stuff up. Deb is from Hatchetfield. Alice moved to Clivesdale, which explains a lot about why she's so upset. I mean, moving to Clivesdale literally could not be worse. I like mixed that up somehow. I don't know. So somebody in the comment corrected me about that. Thank you. And now let's hear a wonderful number. Yeah, he didn't like it, but by the end, spoilers, but I mean, we know.
What's protecting us from nuclear holocaust, climate change, overpopulation, Emma? The world was already doomed. Not by them, but by us.
I mean, that's not a... He's not wrong, technically. It is true that we have not done ourselves much favors. But I don't know. I feel like us dooming ourselves is a little bit better than getting turned into a hive mind, personally. I'm just saying.
Trying to save something that could not be saved. Until now. But before we can be reborn into a better
reborn.
First.
Again, Bokotho, that's like his whole thing, rebirth. Which is interesting. Very interesting.
We must say our goodbyes. No. Alexa.
Alexa.
After all these years in isolation with you as my one companion, I've come to love you just as much as any woman.
I hope this next bit won't trigger violence. Oh man, I'm glad I don't have one. It probably would have got triggered here. Man, the professor really is eccentric.
Flesh and bone.
I'm sorry. I'll avoid saying Alexa anymore.
Which is why it pains me to have to do this. Alexa, initiate self-destruct.
I don't think he can do that, Professor.
It's 2018, and it can't even blow itself up. Fucking piece of shit.
Oh, little dude likes a chat. Hey, Saga, welcome to stream. Nick hated writing that line because it locked him into the date of 2018. That's interesting. I mean, if you hated it, then why do you write it? I'm sure there's probably reasons. Maybe other people insisted. Maybe it just kind of worked out. Like in Aftermath. Okay. Oh, so in hindsight, he, like, didn't like it. Yeah, I can see that. It is a funny line, though. Who knows? Maybe in a couple years, our Alexas will have the function to self-destruct. I hope not, because, what if... Amazon? Is that the company that owns it? What if they decide to be like, no, you violated our terms and condition. Alexa, self-destruct. That'd be kind of horrible. I mean, it would have been good for the professor, though.
Please, Professor, just let us go, okay?
I'm afraid I can't do that, Ted. Don't you two see? In order for humanity to survive, it must evolve. That's what this visitor from the star has brought us. Salvation.
Apotheosis. It's interesting that the professor seems so convinced. Didn't he already said before... he already said that when you get infected, it's not like... It's literally replacing the inside of you from... It's not like you are getting... Well, yes, you're kind of getting connected. There were talk about theories about how the infected are still technically themselves, but they're like... They're in charge, but Bakotho's the one sending the orders to them. And, like, that's, like, part of... I was remember I was, like, really confused about how exactly the infection works. That seems to be one of the big theories where you are infected, your insides have been replaced, you're the one still in control, technically. Well, no, you're the one piloting your body, but Bakotho's the one sending the commands, and you do what he says. I don't know if I'm totally convinced on that, but it would make sense, you know? We'll see, though.
We must join them. This is our second chance. My second chance.
Professor, think about what you're doing.
Oh, he's thinking about it.
Did you know that long before I was a biologist, I had a much truer and deeper passion? Yes. My first love was, and always will be...
Oh, here it is.
Musical theater!
Beautiful. You know what? I like to imagine that the professor got infected through the sound waves, man. Just because he's so passionate about it. Or maybe not even the sound waves. He got infected, even just slightly, just from how much he loved musical theater. That's what I imagine happened.
Oh, God, no.
This guy's fucking nuts!
Oh, God.
That creature you once called Charlotte, I made a fascinating discovery. These aliens.
Uh-huh.
They possess a highly specialized gland that allows them to communicate through rhythmic frequencies. They're drawn to music.
Okay.
Like a moth to the flame.
It's... Okay. I feel like I forgot about that part. They communicate through rhythmic... They have a gland to communicate through rhythmic stuff. Which is interesting. I guess that's their way of harmonizing.
No, don't fucking do it. Don't you fucking do it.
This is humanity's 11th hour.
He's so zesty. and, and Ted and Emma are like, oh God, we're gonna die.
And I've prepared something for the occasion.
Here it comes.
Oh God.
Whew.
It's a show-stopping number.
A real showstopper. A show-stopping number. Come on. Ooh.
Something to shock 'em, to bring them a crawling, a big
Time box office draw. After having seen the Working Boys short, this hits different. You've seen it? Oh my gosh. Actually, I'm gonna be real. I think Show-Stopping Number is probably my favorite song in the musical. It's just so good. And the glamour will kill the reviews. Light on Mr. Ingenue.
So feel
up your Tumblr. Got a show-stopping number for you.
Professor, if they hear us, they will kill us!
That Tumblr reference is so funny because I feel like, yeah, whenever a musical pops off, it's like on Tumblr, especially where it gets big. I don't even use Tumblr. Yeah, they showed off Working Boys in the Halloween party after The New Prudes Must Die aired on YouTube. And the lore drops from the short film is nuts. That's exciting. I'm not even surprised that there are major lore drops in there. Show-stopping number, or something you die for. Real catchy earwormy tune.
an
award-winning score.
I
love him.
This
course swoon. Unify humanity. A pounding chorus.
No exits from this
Broadway venue.
So crash
the shiny cymbals. Got a show-stopping hymnal for you.
This song's pretty good, huh?
It's crazy good. You know, even though you're setting up their death, you gotta admit, he's rocking it.
I bet you didn't know I was also a composer. In fact, while I've been preparing for the apocalypse, I've also been writing my own musical.
Wow. Really? Shocking.
Do you mind if I give you the pitch?
We don't have time.
Fucking go for it.
Ted, you know what? Ted's into it. He's like, he's actually pretty good. I might as well. I kind of want to hear it, you know? But I mean, like, what are they going to do? Like, Emma, seriously, you say you don't have time for it. What else are you doing being tied up? Like, his whole face when he tells him. So emotive. I know, right? He's like, yeah.
It's called Working Boys.
Let's go.
A new musical. It's the story of a group of old college chums, sure. They found success in the business world, but still.
I feel like Working Boys is probably very much based off his own, like, life. Like, you know, old college chums, they separated, and he really wants them to come back together, but probably for 1,000 reasons they can't. Or maybe he's just imagining that he's part of a group of friends that he never really was a part of. I'm saying nothing? I'm not asking you to say anything. I'm just theorizing. I'm spitting ideas. I'm yapping all about them.
They long for the simpler times. In that beat-up old house at the edge of college campus.
Oh.
But those glory days, they're gone for good. Or are they?
Ted is like...
This here.
Ted is so invested. He's like, oh my god, I have to know what happens. How does it go?
This is the title number. Business calls, I'm up to my ass in shit.
Yeah! This is business.
Markets are crashing and I'm at the edge of my wits. I just can't take it.
When all I want to do is get the day with Greg and Steve. Stu. And Mark.
And Layton. And Chad.
Chad.
And... Ring, ring.
Oh.
The phone rings.
what a large cast of friends immediately.
I answer it. Oh, hey, Greg.
Yeah. Ted's such an icon. Totally. Chad.
With business.
Oh, gosh.
Stocks, bonds, golden parachutes.
Gosh, they're really rich. Golden parachutes? You can't even jump with those. Well, actually, no, they're golden, not gold. My choir teacher really hammered that into us when we were singing. They're like, you're supposed to say gold, not golden, just because golden sounds better. Don't say that. Sorry. It's just flashbacks.
Remember those days on the football field, Greg?
Oh. Do you, Greg?
Last week feels like ages ago. Today.
Ted, he's like, look at his face.
On the football field? The old stomping ground, eh, Greg?
He's so happy. He's hyped.
Just you and me.
Me.
And Steve.
Steve.
And Stu. And Mark and Layton.
Mark and Layton. And
Chad.
Ted, he just knew. It's like, Chad. Gosh.
5 o'clock. I'll see you then, Greg.
As I said, Working Boys, the Chad office. Working Boys, the musical of our generation. It changed the world for everyone who watched it. Probably.
I'll see you then.
I want to do spend the day with Steve, and 5 o'clock can't come soon enough. 5 o'clock can't come soon enough. 5 o'clock can't come soon enough. I can't wait to come home to my boys.
A show-stopping number. A
Real showstopper. An aria to rule them all. Throw us all money at full price admission. Crumbling down. My goodness.
Hamilton, move over.
Your new competition's in town. I'm not surprised that he thinks Working Boys is gonna be way better than Hamilton, than anything. It'll rock the world.
Henry. Greg. Is it really you?
No, Professor, that's not Greg!
This is part of the reason why I'm like, is Greg a real person? Because is that actually Greg, or is... or... is the professor just, like, losing it? Is delusional? Or is he infected? I don't know. I'm curious. Funny thing of the show soundtrack did actually beat Hamilton a few times, as did Dirty Prudes, Was Die, and Working Boys. You know what? Never mind. I stand corrected. He was right. Working Boys is that good.
Hey, boys. You ready to toss around that pigskin?
Oh, Stu.
You haven't aged a day. Can it be 5 o'clock already? It must be.
Come on, Henry. We got some catching up.
Yeah.
Working boys, we're out to What is this business? 5 o'clock can't come soon enough. 5 o'clock can't come soon enough. 5 o'clock can't come soon enough. I can't wait to get home to my boys. Oh, boy.
This is part of the reason why I'm like, are they synced up? Because, I mean, they got with the choreographer. Is he infected? I don't know, maybe like when he was testing with the sample, or maybe, as I've been saying many times, just the music itself. If you sing along, you get infected. Or, I don't know, if you have a want that Pokotho can grab you through, you know? Because in the comments again, somebody really elaborated a lot on like the whole want thing and how much it matters, and it really does. And you can also see that Pokotho is like promising to give you what you want, but without ever actually really giving it to you. Like Mr. Davidson, he wants to tell his wife, you know. But even after getting possessed, he never tells her. He gets very close, but he never actually tells her. Weird. Okay. Here we have the professor. He wants working boys. He's not really gonna get it, to be real. The whole world's becoming a single musical already. And we know this is the last story to tell. So... it's interesting. Just a thought.
Please, God! Please, God, if you save me right now, I promise I'm gonna be a better person, please!
It's okay, guys.
No, he won't.
Shh, we gotta get out of here while they're distracted.
Oh my god, should I take this chair?
Yes.
I love how they just add into this, like, all right, let's clean up the settings and make it part of the dialogue.
Yes, make me one of you.
Although, I guess maybe he wasn't infected because, you know, imagine if Pokey lets the infected hit just before working boys. You know what? If that happened, it would all be worth it. It would all be worth it.
Wait, no, not my tummy. No.
I don't know. I have no idea what the whole situation with this is.
Come on, guys. There's a helicopter coming to pick us up. We gotta get to Oakley Park, and oh shit, it's 10:52. We're gonna have to huff it.
Wait, Paul, I gotta say something.
Not now, Ted.
Yes, now!
Okay, fine, Ted.
Today has broken me.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm ashamed of how I acted earlier. With Bill. Oh, shit, I wanted to abandon Erica back there.
That's...
Emma.
Does not even slightly remember her name. Here we have it. Ted is religious, just doesn't take it serious enough to keep his promise to God, but whatever. I mean, I guess so.
And Paul, I wish I could be brave. Like you.
Shut the fuck up, dude. We gotta
But you
go.
see, I deserve any kind of abuse you guys want to give me, all right? Because I've been a grade A.
Yes, but also, and I'm really appreciating this, this like heart to heart. But we gotta go. We gotta get to the helicopter, guys. You know, just get out of here.
Asshole. But I swear, all right, come on. I swear, I am gonna be a better person because today has taught me something, and it's what's really important in this life. And it's the people you care about, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul.
Cool. He just pushes Emma aside. All right, now let me continue.
One of my best friends.
Boys, you're I said I'd be a better person. I'm still not a good person.
Gosh, it's literally all your fault, Ted. Oh my goodness. Of course. Ted's the worst. I love him. I love him a lot. You know, he's iconic, but he is the worst.
Fuck that. Okay. All right. I just gotta get to that chopper.
What's gonna happen? Oh, I hit the mic.
Oh yeah! The military! Oh yes! Over here! Oh!
Ah, right.
Just save me! I'm the only one that survived. Everyone else is dead. I tell ya. Oh man, you guys are a sight for sore eyes. You know, I always support
it's I wish we knew how they got infected, you know? Like the military. Because you'd think they'd be careful enough to at least, you know, prevent that stuff from happening. And we know that Pokey is not subtle in his, like, takeover of people. Like, not at all. Well, I mean, I guess he was kind of subtle in that he set up the whole coffee shop and assumedly other stuff to infect people. But at this point, he's like, I don't know. I just wonder how did he get them? Did he get through their wants? Through their desires? Probably.
troops. That's number one. Number two, I bleed red, white, and blue.
Oh, we'll test that theory, I guess. Do you?
I don't know what you've
been told,
but Americans should fit a mold.
The war to be fought in the country against those that are far too bold. Oh, the light. There's infected him right there. Rip Ted, he won't be missed. It could have been worse. It's funny that canonically Ted has now died twice in this one musical. You know, the hobo Ted and this Ted.
Party system
Left and right, there's no room for right and wrong. You and me and me and you. The loudest become the strong. Yeah, we're great again. Also, I don't want to get too political, but there's some pretty clear politics here. If you weren't sure where on the political spectrum Team Star Kid, you know, stands, I feel like this song makes it pretty obvious. Ted has died the most times out of any Hatchetfield character. I mean, I'm not surprised. He has twice the many opportunities as everyone else.
America's great again.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Thank you, Emma.
Oh gosh.
Oh God, no. General McNamara, they got you too.
Who's General McNamara?
It's crazy that we just don't know anything about General McNamara, and then we learn so much about him in like Nightmare Time, the other musicals. It's wild.
Hello there.
Was.
Run, Emma, run!
You can't run.
You can. Oh.
Cause our
Bars are closed.
You're staring down
The gun.
Oh my god! We have to get out of here!
The helicopter's coming to meet us here.
Cause you're easily disposed.
What are we supposed to do? Just go through that?
I mean, I don't know. They seem kind of distracted right now playing their song, so just hope that the song lasts long enough for the helicopter to get here. I mean, that'll probably work.
The final solution
Whoa.
is a charted course at the whims
Of our own evolution. Oh, Ted has been recruited.
singularity had through a
Just
predestined
self-destruction.
so that we may rebuild and experience a new construction.
I don't know why, but this part of of this song goes kind of hard. No need to make America great again anymore, according to Team Star Kid. I mean, Pokey got it already.
Yeah, we're great again.
Oh gosh, he's strong. Oh, never mind. Oh. Hate again, no answers to be found. Ooh. Great again, no answers to be found. How beautiful. I'm doing good, Lauren. Thank you for asking. They got into the helicopter.
Oh my god!
Yay.
Oh, we made it!
No one else is coming. They've all been infected. Get us out of here.
Oh, yes! I thought I was gonna fucking die in Hatchetfield!
At the very least, we could say that that won't happen. Probably. Well.
But we're not, Paul! We got out of there! And we're never going back.
Hello, Jordan. Welcome to the stream.
Fuck you, Hatchetfield!
Emma, seatbelt!
I think this is the one time we hear somebody say that to Hatchetfield instead of Clivesdale. Fair enough. I thought you'd seen the show. Yeah, I have, but we decided to rewatch. Well, I haven't reacted to The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals on stream before. And we thought it would be nice to watch this now that I've finished everything else in Nightmare Time. It's been a really interesting experience now with all the knowledge that I have of so many different things and people.
It's a little bumpy.
Hey! Hey! Ma'am! You really saved our asses back there!
Ma'am! Thank you. Hey!
Hey, Mr. Business, how do you do?
Oh gosh, it's Zoe. Oh brother. Yeah, I did not remember this twist. Part of the reason, there's a lot of things I didn't remember from this musical. One, because it's just been a very long time since I watched it, but also when I first watched it, a lot of these names were just kind of like random to me. I didn't really care too much about people beyond Paul, Emma, Ted, and Bill. Like Charlotte, I genuinely kind of forgot about her. And like these other characters like Zoe, because they were just like other people, they just didn't stick in my brain. But now I know Zoe, you know? I know her. Like, I've seen what she goes through, how hard she tries. We've seen her die in the honeymoon, in the Honey Queen pageant festival or whatever. God, I just realized when they're having their heart-to-heart, Emma says to Paul she didn't think she'd die in Hatchetfield, and Paul replies, it could have been worse. You could be dying in Clivesdale. And where does the final scene happen? Clivesdale? No. Don't tell me they die in Clivesdale.
Zoe?
Can we get a triple for you?
Oh gosh. Oh, Paul, you did it. Genuinely, incredible luck that they survived this. A helicopter crash? That's... I don't know how you could live through that.
Emma! Emma!
Woo!
Oh God, Emma!
It's kind of lucky that that's the worst injury they get. Can't put myself through watching Hey Melissa again. It's too much. How did you find it? I saw a re-upload of it on YouTube because I couldn't find the original. Apparently, in the Nerdy Prude Must Die thing, not the musical upload, but another video that has that in the title, you can find the actual original Hey Melissa. Man, Emma does die in Clivesdale? That's the worst. Hey Virgil, welcome to the stream. We're watching The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals. Well, we're finishing it up.
Emma, your leg!
Oh, fuck!
Emma, I hate to say this right now, but this is what seatbelts are for.
Paul, not the tie. What did I think of Hey Melissa? It was extremely disturbing. It was the one, I think, Nightmare Time that made me actually kind of disturbed at like any point. And also, apparently, fun fact, Melissa is always a serial killer in every single timeline. Yeah. In this timeline where she like invited him to the soccer game, it's because she wanted to get close to him to, you know, turn him into a cat or a dog or whatever. So, really cool.
Emma, we're still in Hatchetfield. We need to get to the shore. We need to find a boat or something.
Woo!
I can't make it. I'm not getting off the island.
No, but Emma, those things are gonna find us, okay? So
You gotta fucking kill them before they do.
Okay.
You gotta destroy the meteor, Paul. It's like your friend said, you know, the hive mind.
Which friend? Bill, Ted,
I
Charlotte?
don't know your friend's fucking name.
It's kind of hilarious. Like, they've been together, but at this point, like, none of them really even know each other. Emma's just like, I have no idea who these people are. Oh, man.
You take the head out, the whole thing goes down.
Supposedly. Supposedly.
Okay. Okay. So I just need to get to the Starlight Theater.
I mean, if this infection was not a Lord in Black thing, they probably would have been right that the infection, if you just blow up the meteor, like the center, everything would have been broken. But it is a Lord in Black thing. This isn't there isn't a physical place that all the minds are connected to. They're all connected to the black and white, where Pokotho is, connecting his mind to all of them. So, you can't really destroy that.
Destroy the meteor and all these things will just drop dead?
Yeah, I sure as shit hope so.
Okay, you
Let's
stay here and
let's
try
hope.
to hang on.
Hey, Paul. I know why you came into beanies all those times. Instead of just going
Last time someone tried to blow up Moscow, trying to blow up the black and white is not the best idea.
Starbucks. And it wasn't because you liked our shit coffee. Our coffee was shit.
Yeah.
Because we didn't care. And sometimes we would spit in it. And you might have drank my spit, but I didn't know you back then.
Oof.
I wish I did. Anyway, Paul, if we get through this, I would love to just see a nice, silent movie with you. We don't.
A silent movie. Does Paul like silent movies? Of course he would if he does. Love that the Lords in Black make happen. Pokey wears the mask. Yeah, it's very fitting for him. Hey Dario, welcome.
Kiss me?
Okay.
He's so awkward. He's like, oh, okay. Maybe another time.
Oh.
Oh, Emma.
Oh, yeah. That's a lot of blood. I think that's all of it, though, so get back on in here.
You know what? Fair enough. You guys might be dying. Everyone might be dying. You might as well be like, screw it. It's a little bit of blood. Who cares? Yeah, it kind of ruined the moment. I might die. You might die. Just kiss me.
No thanks. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck it. Get out of here.
Ah, dang it.
Bye.
Fair enough. Ooh.
Did you hear the word?
What's the word?
He's coming.
Who's a coming?
Paul's coming.
Paul's a coming?
The star of the show. Let him come. Word.
It's so interesting that we hear this music. We've heard this 3 times so far, I think. The very beginning, where they're talking to the audience. Right here, where they're talking to the audience, to themselves. Unsure exactly who they're talking to. And then, in Yellow Jacket, for like a very brief moment, we hear it as they're working in unison. So I think that this might be the sound of the hive mind people interacting for some reason. I don't know. I love how Pokey references the guy who didn't like musical twice in the summoning, singing "What do you want, Steph?" Oh, you're right. And he does one of the dance moves Mr. Davidson does in the song. Cool. I didn't know that. Well, I mean, I didn't know a lot of this stuff.
What's the word?
He's a coming. Who's a coming? Paul's
Hello
a coming.
there.
Paul's a coming. The star of the show.
Let him come.
Ooh.
The old Starlight Theater.
One of the places built by the cult of the starry-eyed children. All right, Jenny. See you around if you can't stick for the remainder of it.
There it is. The meteor.
Ooh.
We've been waiting for you, Paul.
Bill.
Stay back.
Watch out, Paul. He might kick your head.
I mean, he might. I'm sure Bill definitely can do that. He has the ability. I'm sure it wasn't just a bluff. Probably, I'm sure.
And that would be a la-di-da-da-da.
Ted! Emma's boss!
That's right, Paul. All your best friends are here.
It's so funny. The 4 people here. One, Paul doesn't know. One, Paul considers an actual, like, close friend. One, it's Ted. It's Ted. And the other one, he doesn't know who this is. Or Nibley having her eyes covered by the hat to put more emphasis on her lips. Yeah. A lot of all their character design of the summoning makes so much more sense in hindsight. I love it.
We're happy now. We got what we wanted.
No.
No. Mr. Davidson didn't want to become a mindless alien slave. He wanted to be choked by his wife.
And even after becoming a mindless alien slave, he still doesn't even get that. Where is the equality, the fairness? If I'm gonna be joined to a hive mind, at least give me what I want. Come on. This is cruel. Or what Mr. Davidson wants.
Well, I'm gonna put a stop to all this.
I thought you didn't care about saving the planet.
Back off, Greenpeace girl. I pull this pin and you're all toast.
Right, the Greenpeace girl is the one who... Man, it's all set up so well. So a person that can be like, you didn't care about saving the planet before, why now? Really, really well set up, actually.
Wouldn't do that, Paul.
I sure as hell will.
And what about you? You die too. Is that what you want?
It doesn't matter what I want.
We think it does, Paul.
And to the very end, it's all about want. What do you want?
Hear about it.
In fact, we think that
This is a good song as well. What's in your soul? Is your heart so damp and bleak that you won't give us a peek of your soul? Just let it out. There's a voice inside of you on the edge of coming through. What's it about? I know it's a Sorry, every time I have to draw attention to it. After not singing for the entire show up to this point, John nails this song. This switching between is so good. I know, right? It's kind of funny that John plays Paul and it doesn't sing at all throughout the entire musical, because he's really good at it. It's crazy. This singular voice thing, that's Pokey's whole thing. He wants everyone in a singular voice. So every time, oh my gosh. And, as everyone has been saying repeatedly, Nerdy Prudes Must Die was planned first, and it just ended up being last due to various reasons. So the fact that we can be pretty certain that this whole, singular voice thing is intentional. That is a direct reference to Pokey. You just got to give up your choice. Let it out, let it out, let it out. Oh, he's about to let it out. Let it out, let it out, let it out. Let it out, let it out. Let it out, let it out. Yes!
Your proximity to the meteor, Paul. The air in here is thick with its spores. Feel your apotheosis begin as they take root in your mind. Did you really think...
Is that actually how it works? I like to believe they aren't lying. But it just brings up so many questions exactly on... You know what? Maybe the singing does spread the infection through spores. You know? Because, maybe the spores goes out with their voice. I'm spitballing ideas, really.
Think we'd let you kill us? You'll be one of us before you can pull that pin.
What was that?
You let it out with a note, just a sound. Finally,
coming round to a round scheme. Oh God, just
happy. I'm split in two. Is this me or is this you? My dad, I'm coming apart at the seams. Genuinely, he plays this whole like two people thing so well. It's so impressive. I love it. I saw someone say that this song gets more disturbing if you can see the whole stage, because whenever the infected aren't singing, they just stand there completely still. Really? Ooh. Like, because of the way it's cut, it's like very cinematic, but I kind of wish we can get that perspective as well, because that sounds cool. Although we can kind of see it, like they do just stand there completely still until occasionally they move. Oh gosh. Let it out, let it out. Oh, and now he lets it out.
I've never been happy.
Oh, poor Paul. Wouldn't that be nice? There's the secret. Singing and dancing through life. Is my integrity worth anything at all?
But happiness
Can come before its fall. Am I crazy?
Maybe I've
Always been.
become what I've hated. Or maybe I never did. It's so freeing now to share the hate I felt. But what will I let in if I let it out? Let it out.
You're letting Pokey. You can still buy this on the Star Kid website, which does include, amongst other things, the digital tickets for all 3 shows. Each show sold separately. You do sound a little corporate. Yeah, I know. The "what if will I let in?" That's such a good line.
Let it out. Am I crazy?
I don't think so.
Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Maybe I've always been. Just let it out.
He's trying so hard to pull the pin.
God help me out. Let it out. If I let it I don't like musicals.
It's crazy to think that even if, we know how this ends, but even if he managed to at least resist enough to pull the pin, because he really hates musicals just that much, which I think that's just so funny. Yay. And there he goes, taking away the meteor. Whoa, the zoom
This is
in.
the morning Clivesdale news with Rachel and Rod. It's
Rachel and Rod. Who are these fools? Nothing like Dan and Donna.
Been 2 weeks since tragedy struck our sister city of Hatchetfield. Candlelight vigils line the streets as Clivesdale citizens try to make sense of this unspeakable loss. Every last man, woman, and child in Hatchetfield gone in the blink of an eye. A meteor and a ruptured gas line was all it took to wipe them off the map. But it will take...
That's the cover-up. But also, that's probably the cover-up provided by Pokey, so that he can spread and infect more while people are just unprepared. Let it pass by. See, I love the theory that Hatchetfield and Clivesdale rivalry is completely one-sided. I think it is. I think they're genuinely sad that, oh man, Hatchetfield, all of them are gone. While I'm certain that if the opposite happened, like Clivesdale got wiped off the map, everyone in Hatchetfield would be like, guys, you won't believe it. What? Clivesdale's gone. I feel like they would be genuinely so happy if that was the case. Well, the people of Clivesdale are like, oh, Hatchetfield. I had family in Hatchetfield. That's tragic. My goodness.
Take much, much more to wipe them from our hearts.
See? I think that's genuine. Like, to imagine that Clivesdale doesn't even realize Hatchetfield hates them. They probably don't. Which probably makes Hatchetfield hate them more, to be honest with you.
Is she ready to go?
Emma.
How's that leg doing, Kelly? Yeah. Why'd it have to be Kelly? I liked my old name. Couldn't you at least pick something similar, like Emma Lee, or... That's all I can think of. That's a negative, Kelly. You'll get used to it.
I don't know. Erica would have been kind of nice, too. Yeah, just look at the Honey Queen pageant. That one girl, lady who, despite living in Hatchetfield for like 20, 30 years, she got kicked from the pageant because she was born in Clivesdale. That's how much people hate Clivesdale. People were denying her, like, she wasn't even allowed to go into stores. And they're like, we don't serve your kind around here. That's crazy hate.
In the meantime, we can't have anyone making any connections between you and Emma Perkins, who perished in the Hatchetfield catastrophe. Yeah, that was the other thing. You couldn't even give me a cool death? Like, Emma Perkins, her flesh melted off while she was shielding children. You know, something heroic? I mean, it was my idea to destroy the meteor, after all. And Uncle Sam is not ungrateful.
I'm sure.
Here, Kelly. This is for you. Inside, you'll find a new passport, social security card, and the deed to a 5-acre plot of land in Colorado.
She gets to make her pot. Unfortunately, her pot business is going to be a little less successful than it was before because it's not the... Oh, goodness. It's not in the Weirdwood Forest, you know? Once a chemist, always a chemist. Imagine being an actual chemist in Hatchetfield. Just don't tell anyone what you do. They might make unnecessary connections.
Green. Fertile. Hell of a place to grow some cannabis. Thanks.
Yeah.
Colonel Schaefer, you're sure there were no other survivors? We've been through this, Kelly. There were no survivors. Save for one pocket-sized squirrel we found burrowed in the chest of a local woodworker.
Peanuts! He survived! Good for him, honestly. Good for him. Maybe not so good for everybody else, because, you know, Peanuts did lead to, like, a whole he could talk thing, and then... It was not good. There was a whole animal revolution that happened. But, I mean, everyone seemed fine in the end, so maybe it's not that big of a deal.
Oh, Peanuts! I'm glad he got out of there. Well, that is the story we can disclose to the public. In the wake of a tragedy like this, a little bit of good news goes a long way.
Indeed, it does.
Yeah. It's just, Paul. He was a good man, Kelly. If not for his sacrifice, the outbreak would have spread to the mainland. It was contained in Hatchetfield, but if it had gotten loose here in Clivesdale, there'd be no stopping it.
Okay.
Goodbye, Kelly.
So, I'm now understanding the structure of, like, where this is. So, Hatchetfield is on a little island connected to the mainland of the rest of the United States, essentially through Clivesdale. Peanuts is the final boss of Hatchetfield, I'm calling it. I mean, he might be right. Yeah. Erica is a name Ted would have been able to remember. Unfortunately, she's Kelly now.
Good luck with the pot farm. Thanks. Oh! One more thing. You'll be escorted to Colorado by a Mr. Ben Bridges.
Ben Bridges.
Outside. Oh, I don't know any Ben Bridges.
Well, according to our records, you two are very good friends. Pete would like to see it become something more.
Hatchetfield is an island in Lake Michigan. Oh, okay. Good to know.
Oh my god! Oh, you made it!
I remember this scene, and from the moment I saw Paul, I love the song too, by the way. But the moment I saw Paul, I felt so happy. I'm like, oh my god, they're doing the whole thing that no one else survived. It's because, you know, they also gave him a new name, which I mean might be what the military believes, but assuming that they aren't infected. But can the infected even talk like normally? Do they all have to sing? I don't really understand. I don't really know. Isn't Pete into chemistry and absent of cans? Can't be told stuff. He would seriously nerdy say. You know what? You're right. He is a chemist, but not a chemist. Never a chemist. My favorite part of this recording. Now, this is your favorite song? I think this might be my actual favorite song as well. My favorite part of this recording is that laugh to sudden cut off where everyone's like, oh, he's like laughing, he's singing, and then everyone's like, oh, he's singing. Ooh. But he didn't like musicals. You're right. He didn't. What if I told you I made it? This is the life that I chose. Would you even believe me, Emma? Do you believe in ghosts? What if I told you a story that settled all the dust? I'm still the man you trust. It's inevitable for us. This moment when you realize that you're about to die in Clivesdale, like right now, that's the worst part, man. They fooled me real hard with this one too. The betrayal I felt we started singing was ooh, it hurts. John, whose Paul said he used to play this song differently in different shows. Sometimes he was actually infected. Sometimes he was pretending. What? Is that true? Now my feelings are even more complicated. And I love how Emma isn't fully sure. I feel like until she hears him singing Show-Stopping Number, the one song he didn't hear when it was originally performed, then she screams. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. You're right. Up until that song, she's like a bit... she's all confused. But yeah, he was there for all the other songs, so this one would be the one that throws him off. Oh. Wow, thank you for pointing that out.
Get away from me, you're not
Well,
one of them.
Right here, even now, she's a little like, oh my god, you're actually one of them. But she starts screaming at Show-Stopping Number. Ambition, now my life is a song. Would you want to see me happy? Is that so tragically wrong? What if I told choices you had to sing to survive? Let's go on with the show. It's inevitable to know what I want now. Also, it's crazy that before they make this reveal of this infection, they specifically point out how if the infection got to Clivesdale, it would be unstoppable. And here they are in Clivesdale. Party, are you going to tip me? Cup of coffee. Fun we're having already. Do the same now. Do the words, the lyrics, and you're playing the game now. Be poke in your mouth and let's open your food bin, girl. Also, I love the fact that they make a joke about the stage being a circle. It's so funny. I don't know what caused it in universe. Why she can't escape. Maybe they blocked off the doors and locked everything up. But it's funny and also horrifying because like you're realizing, oh, she's running away, but she literally can't even escape. Mariah too, she nailed it. I know, what a start to their careers. Hands, show me those jazz hands. What did she say there? What did like Emma say? Well, Callie, I guess now. Not that matters. I think there's a theory that the show is the infected telling the story and acting it out, hence the first song and it being a loop. I think I've heard of that theory. I think it makes a lot of sense. I mean, at the very beginning, they did say that this is the last remaining story to tell. And the musical is called The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals. So, it would make sense that, yeah, they're just retelling their final victory and how they defeated humanity. Might be inclined, plant my seed. Wait, she's asking the audience for their phone and for help? That's crazy. And that also adds legitimacy to the idea that they're like retelling the story. Although, I don't know. Guaranteed. Just give us one last show, stopping number. That whole scene is so disturbing. She's screaming in genuine like horror as everyone is just singing happily. I love that. Like all the stuff really makes it feel real, like actual horror. Oh yeah, so something I wanted to mention, from the behind the scenes stuff and cut moments, we know that the Colonel wasn't infected when talking to Emma, but the nurse was, because there's a cut part from the song where the nurse infects the Colonel, which makes her comment about it spreading to the mainland even more interesting, in my opinion. Wow, okay. Thank you for telling me that. That's crazy. I'm sorry how the world became peaceful and just. It's inevitable. It was inevitable. Inevitable.
The apotheosis is upon.
Oh, that's so good. What a musical. I was gonna say it's just as good as I remember, but honestly, it's kind of better. It's kind of actually better than I remembered. I didn't. I did not remember this part. Now he likes musicals. You're right. Now he does like musicals. Oh man. I did not remember this outro for like screaming at the crowd when they do their standing ovation. That also adds to the whole like kind of terrifying feel of it all. Like, what? Oh my gosh! Maybe the crowd was part of the infection the whole time. Yay! Clap, 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 clappers, clappers, clappers. Jeff kills you. Yeah, I mean, he kills Emma, too. Maybe too soon for that. Oh, man. It's so good. I agree. Watching it again makes it better. Yeah. Welcome to the stream, Apple Pie. Man. it's so much. It really is so much better than I remember. Just how hyped everything is. It's so exciting as well. And it's kind of wild how, like, literally pretty much every single character that we saw was, like, was elaborated on in other pieces of media, like Nightmare Time, the other musicals. Oh yeah, somebody talked about the fact that, you know how Pete, no. Well, yes, Pete, but I'm talking about Ted specifically. How Ted gets, like, so emotional, after Charlotte dies. And he, like, learns about the high school stuff. People think that there's two reasons why he's so upset. Because one, Charlotte died, but also because Pete is probably dead. You know how he's saying that if you go to the school, they're just gonna be dead. So what's even the point? I mean, Pete, his brother, will also be there and is probably dead too. So like, that's which is wild. Oh, you're seeing Star Kid, Jenny? I hope you enjoy it. Well, we probably will, but I hope you have a great time. Wow. Oh, Ted's singing right now. We know what happened to him. Man. That's just... I don't really have much more to say. It's just so good. I enjoyed it. I feel like I've said everything I can related to the Lords in Black. And and how they affected and all this stuff. It's funny how in different timelines we've seen how different Lords in Black manage to get their hands on the world. I don't really understand what the limitations that the Lords in Black have, because it seems like they can kind of just affect the world, but they kind of have to be let in, sort of. Like, to do stuff. People have written fanfics where the nerdy prude kids all get infected at the school. They hurt me every time. Oh, no. Names? But also, ooh, that would probably hurt a lot to see. Ooh. Wow. I don't really get, as I'm saying, like, what prevents the Lords in Black from just doing stuff. Like, clearly... Pokey's kind of limited in that he can only really get active once his meteor with his blue goop gets to the Earth, and then he can like spread through that. But as long as it just stays up there, he can't really spread his influence at all. Yay! Wiggly kind of needs greed and stuff to happen, but like once he got going, it seemed like he was just kind of set up. So I don't really know what's up with all that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a great time going back to The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals. It was really the first piece of Team Star Kid content I've ever consumed. The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals. It led me to learn about their other stuff and just get absorbed into it. It's so good. Steph and Peter, one of my favorite Hatchetfield things. If I loved you best and best of you are some of my favorite songs in the entire world. Oh yeah, those are such good songs. Okay. But if you enjoyed that, be around next time for other stuff. This is a kind of a YouTube outro. Check out the original. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, follow, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Bye-bye. This is the outro song, toot-toot. This is the outro song, toot-toot. This is the outro. Outro, outro, outro. This is the outro song, toot-toot. I sing the outro song. I sing the outro song, toot-toot. This is the outro song, do-do-do-do-do. Bye.